So last session, you guys went forth with the burial of Irina and Ismark's father. One that you learned had passed away in one of the recent attacks by Strahd himself. Not by Strahd himself, but caused by Strahd. You guys went through with the burial. You all said some kind words. Though before that, some of you decided to explore the grounds. And one of you guys almost paid the price for snooping where you don't belong. After that, you guys all gathered for some kind words. Though you guys were not so rudely interrupted by a gentleman and his coachman, who you found out later that was Strahd himself. He said some words, pissed off Ismark, gave some flowers, made you guys feel unwelcome and weary, and unsure of what to do. And upon him leaving, he made some zombies rise from the grounds themselves, which you guys had to fight off. That's where we ended our session, and I will continue off from the graveyard, so 1 sec, I'm on the wrong map. Here we go. Alright. Ismark speaks up. That awful man. First he does this to our father, and then he attacks us. He sends his zombies after us. While faking his respects. He looks over to Irina. Well, now that we no longer have a tie to this village, seeing as none of the villagers seem to even care about us anymore, we should head out sooner than later, in case he comes back. Irina agrees. What do you guys... And he looks over at Shu. What do you guys say?
I'll wait for them to respond.
I guess I'll sign, and I'll probably say, my bird will speak. Then I'll go, I guess we kind of have unfinished business here, because Zeke told somebody that we'd find their daughter.
I'd at least help a look. Not
a lost cause, but let's waste time.
Ismark speaks up and says, I thought we already brought this up. The daughter more than likely went out into the mists that surround Barovia itself. So even if she was somehow still alive, she wouldn't be anywhere near the village. This village itself.
While I do understand what you're saying, I wouldn't be the person I am today if I just left her like that without attempting to help.
Irina.
Otherwise, I'd. Oh.
Go ahead.
Otherwise, I'd be like all the other villagers in this town, from the way you've put it.
Irina speaks up. We're not saying that you can't help. Just, if we stay here any longer, you might be unable to help.
There's helping, and then there's stupidness.
I got to at least try. If
So
you want, we can meet you at the camp that you're going to.
Irina looks over at your companions and says, well, it doesn't look like your companions even agree with you. So when
who knows if we can even follow them? If they leave, who knows if the mist doesn't run under the path? It would be wiser to just stick together.
I think
with people we found to trust.
Raven signs, and my bird will speak, and he'll go. Actually, I don't fully mind staying with Zeke here. I'd like to get a look around town since we haven't been here for long.
Might I remind you that Strahd's companion came with him. Strahd said he was going to stay in the village, waiting for my response.
Oh shit!
It's up
did
to you
he say
guys
that?
if you want to deal with that.
It just seems like the smarter option to follow them.
I'll give Zeke the final option, but I'm down for anything.
I wouldn't feel right if I left without attempting to help.
No one says you can't attempt, but again, she's not in this village anymore. At the very least.
Yes,
What
but
What are you going to do by looking in this village? Irina says.
not in the village. I was more going to go to her house and look for maybe some clue if to where she went. Maybe she left a note, maybe anything. You don't know, well, we don't
Wouldn't-
know how this woman reacted finding out. Maybe she, as you said, became hysterical and isn't listening to reason. Maybe she didn't even see the note. Maybe there's something in her house.
All right. Well, how about this? Me and Ismark still need to grab our belongings, which will take about maybe 5-10 minutes. We weren't expecting to have to rush out this soon. That should give you enough time to at least look for this so-called note that doesn't exist.
All right.
You
I
can
said-
waste your
I can
time
live
looking
with
for the
that.
girls, Zeke. I'm gonna go with these two who actually have a sense of mind. She's probably already dead.
You know, for a priest out to help people, you certainly have an unoptimistic look on things.
Nothing here has been real. Okay, that's just how it feels. A mist misplaces us. It's dangerous to touch the mist. I'm just being a realist. It is not me saying anything else. I do not waste my time on things that have already passed, because we cannot have regrets when we die.
Ismark speaks up. Look, Zeke. I'm not saying you shouldn't help. Just, well, how about this? On our way out of the village, there's a small Vistani camp that is known for its rumors. Because the Vistani talk among themselves. Maybe we could help find a clue there, if anything.
It would certainly put my mind at ease, knowing that I at least tried, other than Ramiel, who just wants to abandon her in her time of need. While you guys grab your stuff, I'll look in her house, look for anything. If I don't find anything, I'll meet up with you guys and we'll go on our way and
Right,
look at
well,
the camp.
We should make haste then, because like Irina said, Strahd's companion is waiting for us in the village somewhere.
You said when we got here that Strahd may know, or has eyes and ears everywhere, correct?
That is true. That is what is said.
What's to say he doesn't have somebody, he's waiting at your house as you speak?
Unfortunately, there's no way I can answer that, but I can flip that on you. What if he's waiting in this girl's house, knowing that you could go help her?
That's true. And as you said, we'll never know unless we go do what we need to do.
All right, pause there for a second. Hello, Clark. So Ismark and Irina start rushing off to their house. Do you guys follow?
I will.
Yeah, because their house is in the direction of the old woman's house.
Mhm.
So
I'm gonna
I would-
switch. I'm gonna switch back to the map, but I'm also not gonna do player token work because it's kind of basic movement. So, as you guys are passing the houses, it's still just as empty and desolate. It really looks like no one cared enough to come out of their houses or even try to attend the funeral or the burial.
I do want to stop by at the shop. Like while we're passing, I'm gonna go into the shop.
Okay. Would anyone want to follow him into the shop, or is he branching off without you guys? I assume Zeke doesn't want to.
No, I'd want to. I said that I would look for 10 to 15 minutes, however long it took for them to grab their stuff.
Remiel, would you like to stop by the shop, or are you going to keep
No,
going?
I'm following like.
Okay.
Irina and that. I want you
So-
to follow Zeke when he goes.
Gotcha. So on the way down, Raven stops at the shop. Zeke stops at the crazy, the mad woman's house, right, almost right beside, and the rest of you, Ismark, Irina, and Remiel, I'm finally remembering names. Make it to Ismark's and Irina's house. I will do the shop first. Well, actually, wasn't expecting any of you guys to go to the shop, so I need to open up this page. Give me. No, you're fine. I have it. I just don't have it open. Okay. So the sparse light from this building spills out from behind the drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bill Drafts Mercantile. Do you enter?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. As you enter, you notice that the inside and the outside of this house is some of the most polished and fine that you've seen anywhere in this town.
Hmm.
A man behind the counter. I don't have a display for this, so he invites you in and says, "Ah, welcome, good adventurer. May I help you with anything?"
I guess my bird just goes, potions.
Ah, yes, potions. Give me a moment. Any type of potions in particular, or potions of healing, potions of anything else?
When he says healing, I point to him. Like, that's the one.
Ah, yes. How many can I do you for?
How much are the potions?
Ah, yes, quite cheap. Only 500 gold apiece.
Jesus fuck. I immediately just turn around and walk out the Nope.
Have a good day, sir. You are welcome back anytime. Hopefully with money next time.
This ain't no fucking way. This motherfucker is overpricing me. Yeah, no, I walk out. No, I'm good.
Listen, man, could just kill him and take it all.
Sir, Mr. Cleric over here suggesting we casually kill people. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey! Keep your fucking out of character shit quiet. How dare you? All right. So you exit the store and you notice a smaller sign that says, "If you want it bad enough, you'll pay for it on your way out."
This motherfucker. I don't need it that bad.
Oh. Anyways, do you make your way to where Zeke said he was gonna go, or where Irina and Ismark said they were gonna go?
Since that's a bust, I'll just go over it. Because the house is like right across from the shop,
Yes.
right? So I'll just
It's
go
right
walk over
beside.
there.
Okay. As I'll say this to Doge to Zeke first. As you come closer to the house, you hear the usual moaning sobs that float through and out of the house. Which probably means that Mary is inside. Do you head inside through the window that you used last time?
We never went in. I never went inside.
Oh,
My
wait, you never
bird
went in.
squeezed
Right,
through a
sorry. The
window.
pro did. My apologies. Yes. So again, the only you can. Do you want to try the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna just. Does it sound like the crying's coming from upstairs or downstairs?
It sounds like it's coming from upstairs. It sounds like it's echoing a bit from upstairs.
Okay, I don't want to say I slam my fist on the door, but I just got hit the door a couple times and I yell out, "Excuse me, I told you I'd help look for your daughter after we finished what we were doing."
You wait a moment after saying this, and there is no change in the sobbing that is coming from upstairs.
Fuck, now I'm in a conundrum because my character's not the type to break and enter.
Am I there? Yeah. Or is he still just standing at the door?
How long would you say you are pondering this?
Like a minute or two. He wasn't
Okay.
in there that long, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So while you are pondering this, Raven comes from above you. Actually, I will put your tokens there. So one sec. Wrong guy. I'm just yeeting you out the window. All right. You and where the hell is you?
You deleted him, remember? Because he started running off that one.
Right, I deleted him. Right. So you exit the store and you see Zeke just in deep thought outside the house, looking in.
Okay.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. The window's open, right? Or
Correct.
yeah, I guess I yell out, "Pardon the intrusion," as I step through the window.
Do you try to do it stealthily? Or are you just walking in?
No, I yell out as I'm entering.
I know, I'm just making sure. Okay. So, Raven, you see him disappear into the house the same way that your crow did.
Okay. As he does that, can I check the door to see if it's unlocked, the front door?
Go right ahead. Yes.
I'll just.
Yep. So it is. The door isn't locked, but the door doesn't open.
Okay. It's probably boarded then.
What do you do? Zeke just disappeared into the house.
I'll just follow him into in through the window.
Do you do this stealthily, or do you just walk right in?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it stealthily.
Okay, give me a sleight of
Light.
Shit. Sorry, word stealth, whatever. The other thing. Fuck. Yep, you do it without a problem, without making any noise, and now you're just creeping in behind Zeke, who walked proudly in.
I yell out from downstairs, "Mary, I'm here to help you look for your daughter."
The crying from upstairs just continues. You are now inside, you're now inside the house. This is the first time you've been in here. There's dust everywhere. It looks like this place hasn't been tended in quite some time. At least weeks. What do you, and yeah, no response, no change in crying. What do you do?
I guess I gotta go towards the crying if I want to get any information out of this lady about where her daughter might have gone or anything that might have been left behind. So I guess I start walking out upstairs while calling out her name. Mary, you came to Ishmark and fuck, I wrote it down. Hold on, let me get my notes.
You could just say the Burgomaster house.
The Burgomaster house this morning.
You come upstairs and you find, Raven, are you just following him or are you doing your own thing downstairs?
I'm gonna look around while following him, head on a swivel.
Give me a perception, and I will describe for upstairs. So Mary
That's performance.
doesn't acknowledge your existence even. She keeps just sobbing and crying in the corner while clutching a malformed doll.
Ass.
It looks like she's having a horrible bout of confusion and does not acknowledge any presence other than the doll. And she says,
Mary,
"Oh, Gertruda, where are you?"
like I'd go up and tap on her shoulder. Yeah, I would do that
Go ahead.
just to make my presence known. Mary, I tap her shoulder.
No response. She's still just in a hysterical fit of crying and confusion.
Uh,
Oh, Gertruda, where are you?
did uh, did your daughter Gertrude leave anything behind before she left? No response, I'm assuming.
At first, no response. Or what kind of tone would you say you're talking to her in?
Kind of a worried, not like a worried tone. How do I put it? Like you, I don't know the word to describe it, but essentially
Somber, quiet.
careful, quiet.
Yeah, okay. So after a bit of you trying to talk to her, she finally recognizes your presence. And says, "Oh, did you find Gertruda?"
I'm here to start looking for her. We just finished our business and we're coming here. I'm coming here for a bit to look for her or to find some information.
She's gone. She's never been this gone, please. Or gone this long, please.
Do you know where her room is? Or can you show me to her room?
She points off to one of two bedrooms upstairs. So I didn't describe this before, but she is currently in a bedroom, and she points to a separate bedroom across from out the door and out the way.
Okay. I will begin heading over there to look for information. Or just anything, really. Did I guess before I leave, did she leave anything behind before disappearing one day?
She just shakes her head.
No.
She didn't say anything.
All right. I will take a look around as I begin walking towards Gertruda's bedroom, or the bedroom that she pointed to.
So Raven, you saw nothing on the way up. What do you do when Zeke is doing this interaction? You're still just following him?
Yeah, I'm probably like
him
hanging
nor
out in the.
neither him nor Mary have noticed your presence.
Okay, yeah, I'm just hanging out in the like hallway. Like I'm following him, but I'm not like close behind him.
Okay. Yeah, so you're watching as an onlooker right now. Okay, so Zeke, you enter what you assume is Gertruda's bedroom from her description, from Mary's description.
All right.
This room looks pretty barren for a younger woman's room. There are a few articles of clothing here and there, but other than that, it is pretty barren. It looks like whatever might have been here was taken possibly by Gertruda herself as she left.
Just for my clarification, because I asked her this morning, and I'm pretty sure I got a response from somebody. She said that her daughter was, or not she, but Ismark and Irina said that her daughter was like 7, right?
So you were told by Mary that her daughter is extremely young, but you were given conflicting information by Ismark that she is quite older than Mary let on to be.
Okay.
More in the young adult ages than 7.
what is still in the room? Like, I'm assuming the bed. There's probably
Yeah. The bed, some boarded up window, like the windows are all boarded up. There's a bed with a few articles of clothing on it, possibly ones that she didn't want to take. Other than that, her clothes drawer is open and almost empty. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any sort of note or anything lying about.
Let's see. I'm gonna look around because I'm gonna say Zeke as a younger kid had like a hidden stash in his room. So maybe there might be like
Give me an investigation.
a loose floorboard or something around. Investigation. Where the hell is...
Also, while you're doing that, I'm gonna switch over to Remiel. Yeah. So Remiel, unless you personally want to say anything to our Smart Arena, I'm just going to say that they're gathering their stuff. You're more than welcome to offer help, but I'm not gonna do a roleplay thing unless you personally want to talk to
I'm just
them.
gonna lean against the door and wait.
Okay, then nothing happens on your end. They're just gathering their belongings as quickly as possible. So back to Zeke. Unfortunately, you don't find any sort of hidden stash under the bed or in the closet or anywhere you might think to look.
I guess since I'm here and I can see her articles of clothing, do they look like a young child's clothes? Or
No.
No.
No, young adult.
Okay.
I think while he's in there, I'm actually just gonna walk in. Like, I'm not gonna make my presence known, but I'm gonna walk in. So if he sees me, he sees me. And I'll walk
give me a perception, Zeke, to see if you, because you were looking all around the room, so you would have been looking at the door at one point.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah?
let's go.
Yeah. In your searches, you notice a familiar figure enter the room. Though you are a little surprised at first, you don't have any sort of reaction because you recognize the figure.
I didn't think anybody would follow me. I appreciate the help if you're here to help.
I kind of I give him a thumbs up and I'll walk over to the dresser. This is gonna seem a little weird, but he's just gonna grab like a shirt or something and then just like tuck it away.
Tuck it away.
Okay, you take a female, some female clothes, a female shirt, or a shirt that. Yes, yeah, sorry.
Don't make me seem like a pervert now. I'm just taking a shirt.
Zeke is gonna give you a weird look, but he trusts you. He doesn't. Yeah, he trusts you. He's not gonna think. Yeah.
Man always got his hands on something, dude.
All right. And room's barren. It's not young adult, or it's young adult clothing.
I think I'll probably do an investigation, see if he missed anything as well.
All right, investigation, please.
See if my roll's any better. Ah, nope.
Nope.
Yep,
Even worse. All you find is dust.
It's so dusty in here. It's getting in my
yeah
in my visor.
Getting in your visor, yeah. So you guys find nothing. What do you do? Though you have confirmed that the information that Mary gave you is inaccurate.
Yeah.
Other than either that, or there is some other woman that lived here. But
I think I'm gonna go back out to Mary.
Okay.
Mary. Is she? I'm assuming she's crying still.
Yeah, she's crying and sobbing, but she acknowledges your presence from the start, though.
How long has it been since your daughter disappeared?
A week or two, a week ago?
And you said your daughter was young, on the younger side? How young?
She's only 7. She'd never survive out there.
I just looked in your daughter's room. Her clothing, I'm assuming that's her bedroom at least. The bedroom you pointed me to had clothing for an adult, or a young adult at least. Are you sure she was 7?
She goes, "Of course, she's my little girl."
All right. And did she leave anything in her room other than what's in there already?
I don't know. She goes back to clutching the doll.
Is that
It seems like your words are unnerving her.
her doll?
She looks down at the doll. Yes, this is the doll I got for her when she was really young.
I see.
She after clutching it for a bit more, she stops clutching it so hard and like holds it in front of you. Do you want to investigate it or
Sure, I'll look it over.
give me a perception check?
Perception check. Sure. 18.
So this malformed doll has a strange leer and wears a sackcloth dress. Based on the information, it belonged to Mary and her it probably belonged to Mary at one point and was passed down to Gertruda. There is a few words on it stitched into the hem of the dress, bearing the words "is no fun, is no Blinsky." And then there's a signature with the name Gadolf Blinsky.
Is no fun, is no
Blinsky.
From who?
I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, I'm writing all this down.
It's no fun, is no Blinsky. Gadolf Blinsky.
Where did you get this doll? It is.
It was mine, and then I gave it to her.
See.
When she was young.
Is there anywhere you think she might have possibly gone? Did you guys have an argument at all before she left?
No. She stayed in here ever since she was a child. She shouldn't have left.
Let's see. Do you did anything strange happen the night that she disappeared? For instance, was the town attacked or anything?
She just looks at you blankly. And then goes back to clutching the doll.
I'm gonna look around some more, Mary.
Okay.
If I have any more
sorry,
questions,
to Mary.
I'll come
Yeah,
ask
she
you.
just ignores that.
I guess I head downstairs. Yeah, I'll go downstairs.
Okay.
Is
What-
Raven doing anything?
Yeah, what Raven? Are you just following him still?
Yeah, I'm not making my presence known to Mary, but I'm just following him.
Okay.
What
Yeah, Mary
room-
doesn't notice you. It is mostly open. There just seems to be a one small closet-sized room in the corner. So it's actually pretty barren down here. Just a few tables and whatnot.
There's like outward appearance-wise, there's no information to go off of.
Not that you can see, at least.
Yeah.
Or fun.
I guess I'll go check out that closet you said?
Yep. The door of it is closed, but it is open to the touch. Do you want to open it?
Sure.
Inside is just some cleaning utensils, some stuff stashed away. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anything of major importance in this closet.
Let's see. I guess if I don't see anything of major importance, I will go back and look at the. You said it was Baron in her room, Baron downstairs.
Yes.
The only other room that I can think to look in is Mary's room herself.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, I'm going to walk back upstairs.
Okay.
And there's no other rooms in this house. It's just the 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
The
No.
closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary's room's the last one to look in, I guess. So I walk over to the other. Oh wait, no, yeah, Mary's in her bedroom.
Yes.
So I guess I'll investigate around here.
Give me an investigation then.
Yep. Ooh, 19.
So, as you look through this almost as equally barren room, at first you find nothing. Though eventually, as you're looking through the room, through the closet, the bed, under it, everything, you find under the bed a small note.
Small note.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you pick it up?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
So on it, and you read it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to say this out loud or send it to you?
Just read it out loud because
Okay.
I'd show Raven if he was
Okay.
if he was next to
Yeah,
me.
that's what I'm asking. Okay. So it's just a single sentence. Everything you've ever wanted and more awaits. Strahd. Like
From
signed
Strahd?
Strahd, yes.
Oh fuck!
Oh, what's wrong?
Oh no!
What? Something the matter?
Oh fuck!
I mean, you found some information. You should be happy. I don't know, man.
Some information. It's not happy information. Oh fuck.
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna pocket the note
Okay.
and then
Do you share this with Raven right away?
yeah.
Okay.
If Raven wanted to read it, I would have let him read it.
Yeah. So Raven, you see on the note, everything you've ever wanted and more awaits. Signed by
So-
Strahd.
I'll sign to him since sign language is silent.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna go step outside. It seems our work here is done.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can only assume the note got here. Maybe the wind. Maybe Mary picked it up and refused to understand it, or something. You don't know how this note got here, but it's here.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I want to bring this to Mary's attention.
Do you?
I don't think I do. I think it would just. No, you know what? My character wouldn't be the one to hide that kind of information. He's not going to show her the note, but he will walk up to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Raven's
gone.
Raven's. Yeah.
I won't be outside. I'll be like waiting at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. But yeah, he's
Mary.
gone from your peripheral. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mary, do you happen have you been contacted by Strahd?
She just looks at you with blank eyes. Almost as if she either doesn't understand the question or doesn't want to answer. Or something else, you can't tell.
Because the way you make this sound, the way you've made this sound to me is your daughter might have gotten taken by Strahd himself.
Who would want to take my sweet little girl?
Out of character, I literally just said, but
Oh, I know what you said.
I don't know much about him myself, but did you ever make a deal with somebody in the past?
No, but if she's been taken, please go save her.
I will.
Please.
If she is with the man that I think she's with, I will try to
Please.
get her back for you.
She's so young. She'd never survive out there.
I will attempt to get her back if she is with the man I know, or I think she's with.
She just goes back to tightly clutching the doll, and then muttering to herself some more.
I begin walking down the stairs.
Okay.
Dude, actually, fuck. Two thoughts come to my mind upon reading this note, and I'm just like, oh, neither of them are good options.
Oh.
I go with Raven, and I'm assuming Raven is going outside, and I'm going with him.
Yeah, right out the window.
Yep.
So, I'd say that lasted maybe closer to 10 minutes with all the searching you did. So, Ismark and Irina would have long since gotten their stuff together. Remiel, you can just see that they're packing a few bags, a few whatever rations they can carry on themselves, their weapons, some cleaning utensils for their weapons and their gear, a common adventuring gear. And they say a final prayer / thought / thing about the house. Ismark says this. Oh, well, this place has so many memories, both good and bad, and I'm sad to finally put this place behind us, but we can't stay here. And Irina just says, I don't know about good and bad. It is what it is. But you're right, we cannot stay here any longer. Though this place will always remind me of my father, of our father. And with that, they leave the house. Maybe for the last time, for a while at least. And you follow them out, Ramiel? Did you say anything?
Yeah. They're just talking among themselves. I don't care. It's about
Okay.
my father. It's not like I have any right to intrude.
All right. So in that time, they're walking up and they notice you guys outside. Ismark says, "Well, did you find anything? Any clues?"
I did. There is a clue.
Oh?
She.
He looks at you. Yes.
I hand him the note. I
He
believe.
starts reading. Oh.
I believe.
Oh, and then Irina snatches it out of his hands. He's like, "What?" Oh. Well, she's fucked.
I believe her daughter either. Two theories come to mind upon when I read that note. Either her daughter found it and went looking for Strahd. Because what person wouldn't want all their dreams and wishes? But the other option is maybe she made a deal with Strahd, and Strahd came to collect on that deal.
Well, that is quite unfortunate. Are you going to pursue this matter some more, or?
The only option is to go talk to Strahd himself, and I'd rather not do that while you guys are still in town.
Yeah, he gives you a look of almost disbelief for a moment. Like, thank you for keeping us in mind.
I promised I would help you guys with what you needed. So, let's get moving.
All right. They... I'd say you guys are moving. I'm not gonna make you guys move your tokens, but you guys are moving out west of the village. You guys see that? Oh, you don't. Okay. I will just move you guys as a group then. Unless someone says something otherwise, I'm just gonna bundle all your tokens and.
I'm gonna sign to the group. I'll be like, that shop is a scam. 500 gold for a potion.
They did say it had exuberant prices.
And then Ismark says, yes, did I not say he charges about 10 times more than things are worth?
I shook my shoulders.
You also said that most of the other shops in this town do the same.
No, that is true. Alright, you guys are moving west outside the village, and then they turn around and say, or Ismark says, I'm gonna miss this place. For anyone that's looking, I'm not gonna make you guys do an active perception, but passive perception, you don't notice the follower of Strahd anywhere. At least
I'd
with
be
your
looking
passive
out for it.
You'd be looking. Give me an active perception then. Would anyone else be actively looking
Me.
for the follower? Okay. Ramiel, would you?
You bumped my dice. How dare you?
Eyes on the group right now.
You bumped mine, bruh.
Bumping doesn't matter. Also, what's that, Ramiel?
No, I know.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on the group.
Okay, so you use your passive. All right, so neither of you notice the presence of this follower of Strahd. All right, you guys leave the village. Yeet into the darkness. All right, Barovia.
We're actually leaving the opposite side we entered from. So.
Yep.
Good riddance.
We're getting further and further away.
Oh, I never fixed it. Oh, whatever.
Still wondering where our carriage driver went. Oh wait, well, hold on. Before we even leave town, I'll kind of like sign to the group. I'll be like, should we go get Lucan?
See, I wasn't gonna mention it, but someone did.
I think like on the way past, I'll like go into the inn and like look for him.
So you go into the inn. The only person in there currently is the bartender. Both Lucan and the three women that were at the table are nowhere to be seen.
I'll go up to the bartender, and my bird will say, "Have you seen a guy with like glowing purple eyes?"
Give me a perception, also.
Okay. Hey.
Okay. So, as you walk up to him, you notice him doing the same repetitive motions that he was before, almost to a T. Almost as if he has and always has been in some sort of a trance.
I love this town. Is he answering me at all?
After finishing his set of repetitive motions, he looks up at you and answers, your friend?
I nod. Yep.
He went with the three women that were sitting at that table not too long ago.
Where did they go?
It is not my place to ask such questions.
Oh no.
Strahd got him.
Okay, I guess my bird will go, okay, well, thank you, and then I'll walk out.
As you start leaving, he starts going back to the same repetitive motions as before, going to clean a glass that you just saw him perfectly clean, and he starts the motions over again.
Oh no, I'll walk up to the group and I'll sign and I'll be like, well, Lucan's gone. I don't know where he went.
I trust Lucan got out of town.
All right, so
My bird quietly says behind fucking crazy ass.
So, since none of you guys have acquired nor found a map of Barovia itself, I will keep your visions limited to the area around you. Even with all the history books and the stuff that you've gone through, there was no actual map inside them. So all of you guys are going blind right now. So, as you guys are leaving the village, Ismark says, this way there, if we keep following this road over the river, there is a small encampment of Vistani who welcome adventurers and whatnot, both as a place to rest, a place to gossip, and a place to ease people's spirits in this weary land. If you don't mind, well, both for the sake of more information for that girl and besides probably resting for a bit after what we just went through, are there any objections to going to this encampment?
Not at all. None from me, at least.
Raven and Ramiel?
I shake my head no.
No, we've been here enough already.
Yeah. Irina says, let's get the hell out of here. What are we even waiting for? So, you guys go south across the bridge. I'll fix this map next time. I forgot to. The tokens aren't centered. You make it over a small river that goes both west and east. Probably the river that Ishmark mentioned. You guys are happening upon some forest. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. No random encounters yet, at least. Keep going. You see the river again to your right. More forest to your left and right.
Are we supposed to see the world map?
Oh wait, my bad. Yeah. I
A long time.
forgot. That's not what it does. I forgot to activate the map.
Sorry, you were
No,
saying
you're good. Thank
forest,
you.
and I was like,
Yeah. So here, I went, south over the bridge.
It's still loading on my end.
No, I'll give it a bit.
There we go.
Everyone can see?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yup.
Go over. I'm mimicking the movements I did before. There's the forest, there's the water. And you guys come upon a crossing, and he says, I do believe it is to the right. To the left are some lands that, honestly, I've never been out there. I'm not quite sure what lays over there. And then he keeps going down this road.
As we're walking along the path, I'm going to make a quick comment. The last time we went into a forest, or near a forest, we ended up at the death house, as you called it.
Mm-hmm.
And as the sign outside said, death house.
Oh, that reminds me. If you don't mind, once we get some rest, I'd love to hear about your adventures at said death house. I didn't think, honestly, anyone would survive going into it.
Didn't I already tell Ismark about it?
You told him that we were there.
I
You didn't go into full detail about it. Is what I
Okay.
mean. Like he wants like he's saying full adventures, like because there will be a bunch of downtime. But you are right. You did speak about it. But anyways, yeah, you guys just keep walking. Also remember, each one of these squares is a quarter mile, so 4 of them is a mile. You guys are walking quite a bit.
Yeah.
You guys have already walked. Oh, wrong token. Where's the distance ruler? Oh, there it is. So you guys have walked 6, 8, 10, 12. So 3 miles already.
Honestly, I'll tell you every detail that I remember, but honestly, it all felt like a fever dream upon exiting.
Yeah, fair enough. Though I do assume it would at least be a tale to tell over a fire and some drinks, or at least some food and refreshments.
That I can get behind.
These guys, the Vistani, at least the friendly ones, are quite known for their tales and food, among other things. Though I'm sure you can ask them themselves once we get there. All right, he just keeps going, and then you see what resembles a little camp beside the water, north of you guys. Still about 3/4 of a mile away. You guys get closer and closer. Yeah, the thing's way off, so we're just gonna activate and give everyone. Wait, can you guys see right now? Do I need to give
No.
vision?
There's
No?
I don't
Okay.
have a token.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give people full vision on this one. All right, you can see now.
No.
Nope.
Huh? Huh?
I need a token. That's what it's saying.
Do I really need it? Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. You guys can have tokens.
Yeah, you guys suck.
I don't know why you're blaming me. You chose this VTT.
You guys suck. Really? I can't just. Oh, here. Now do you see?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'll still give you guys your tokens. If I could fucking find them.
Yay.
I almost put Lucan down. It's like, hey guys, find Lucan. No, it's not that easy.
Who knows?
That
Maybe
was-
Lucan's hanging out with the 3 women here.
Yeah, can't wait to find him dead, dude.
Where is. There you are. Okay. Let me go to my page on the encampment.
We won't find Lucan dead. Lucan's a Giga Chad.
Bro's getting
Sure.
sucked and not in the good way.
Yeah. Honestly.
Oh, let me switch music. Oh. Turn that off. Alright, there we go. Feel free to turn it up and down as you want.
Oh, as we're arriving here, my character starts stretching. Oh, it's been a long day.
Are you
'Cause I'm
still like
assuming it's-
super injured?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why he brought up earlier, well,
Here.
not he,
I
but
didn't even know
probably-
I was injured, dude.
I probably would have done this earlier then if that was the case, but let me
I've been bloody this entire. Well, I'm assuming
Yeah.
the bloody is just to say I'm half health, but
you're under half, yes.
But,
target is
I've been-
blocked by a wall. What?
what? Oh, you're,
'cause
on
you're
the outside. Of the
outside.
map.
Yeah.
Let me try it again.
First, the werewolf attack last night. Second, the zombie attack at the graveyard.
Okay. So, as you guys approach, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several 100 feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river.
You healed me.
The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. Ismark is the first to speak up. I've been here a few times before, but this is the Vistani camp. Or one of them, at least, that I was talking about. Not the main one, but at least one we can rest our souls at.
Do they allow us to use their tents, or do we have to have our own?
I believe that's a question you can ask themselves. The people here, at least they were in the past, quite friendly to outsiders.
That's good to hear. I don't want more encounters with Strahd or any evil tonight. I've had enough action for one day.
So what do you guys do?
Ismark said he wanted to hear the story of the Death House.
Wall there. What?
There's a wall right in front of you.
I can't move to the left or above me.
Oh, because you're in. Nice. No, he got stuck in the bushes. He's stuck there forever now.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah. Ismark said he wanted to hear the story.
Yeah.
By
Irina goes to the fire too. So.
Yeah, I would also go to the fire.
So, you walk towards the fire, and there are 12 Vistani that are standing and sitting around the fire, telling stories and guzzling wine. From the looks of it, just at a glance, some of them appear to be intoxicated, while others either don't show the signs or aren't. Do you just approach? What do you do?
I can't move. Dude,
Oh.
these trees
He's in the
are...
bushes too. He's in the
Dude,
Off
bushes.
in the bushes.
I'd approach. I'd follow Irina and sit down near her.
Okay.
Like she, not like next to her, because I know Ismark probably wants to sit next to her. But,
So-
I'd sit around the fire.
Most of these guys are lightly-ish clothed. They don't have... if they were wearing armor, they don't have it on. It looks like they're just here to rest, not to fight in any way. And Clark, if you want to describe what your character looks like.
Well, then I guess she's the contrast. She's the only one wearing armor, a cloak, and she's definitely armed. You can see that she's got weapons on her.
Yeah. The Vistani around here allow that. They haven't said anything about it, and they're almost not even paying attention to you. It's just, it looks like that's the norm for them. But they have no issue with you so far, or at least for as long as you've been here. So, go ahead.
To describe what?
Describe what your character looks like. What do these characters
Oh, yeah,
see?
my bad. Okay, so you see a small woman with what looks to be like a long black cloak that's just kind of hiding what's underneath most of it. You can see that she is wearing some sort of armor underneath, and the hilt of what looks like it would be a weapon. She is currently by the fire, messing with what looks like a potion making kit, and she is she seems to be like finishing up the potion and putting them in her bag and cleaning up her kit. And there is also a little white fox sitting next to her. Yes. That's pretty much it. She doesn't seem to be paying you guys much attention, but you get the feeling that she is aware of your guys' presence.
Yeah, so like he said, this is the only one that stands out in contrast to the rest of the other, what you can assume are Vistani. One of this Vistani, as you guys approach, one of the Vistani is telling a tale. You're not sure of what, but this is where it starts off from. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. He's pointing to one of the other Vistani. A very charismatic man, he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them up with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire arrived, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away. And he finishes up his tale. One of the other Vistani asked, well, what was his name? And the storyteller says, I don't remember his name, actually, but it sounded really important. And they just go back to, or they continue just talking. You guys are more than free to listen over, but that's what they say.
I take a seat. I'm assuming there's a bunch of logs on the ground to sit on.
Most of them are occupied, but there are some that are unoccupied.
Yeah, I sit down and I look over at Ismark. You said you wanted to hear about the Death House. I'll tell you my perspective if Ramiel or Raven doesn't want to tell you theirs. But it's not a very fun story.
Oh,
So,
do tell.
as I mentioned earlier, I volunteered to come to these lands to help with the issue of children being kidnapped by werewolves. And on our way here, we stopped for the night to get some rest. And we were supposed to arrive the next day, but in the night, we got swept away. I literally don't know what happened, but we awoke in a forest with fog encroaching on us, so we moved. We didn't want to find out what happened. Are you guys just walking away?
I'm watching him.
I mean, if you're asking what I'm doing,
This guy.
I literally pulled out my crossbow. I'm just shooting it at the trees to practice with it.
Okay.
Making sure this guy ain't stealing.
I never
Okay,
give
okay.
any indication of thinking that he's
Hey,
stealing,
hey,
though.
no out of character. Hey, no out of character discussions, please. All right, continue, Zeke.
You tomb raided it in front of me.
So
No. Okay, go ahead.
after what
Dell's
felt
gonna
like-
interrupt you.
Oh,
He's gonna be like, "Excuse me, did you say a fog whisked you away?"
yeah. Well, I'm not sure it was the fog. I was asleep when it happened, but when we woke up, the fog surrounded us and was almost pushing us somewhere.
So, are you saying that you ended up here after a fog touched you?
I don't believe I ever touched the fog, but it could have happened in my sleep. I'm not sure. As I said, we were traveling by carriage, and we stopped for the night and set up a little base camp. And well, I fell asleep, and me and my companions woke up in the forest. With our driver, which still worried about him. Honestly, don't remember. Out of character, don't remember his name, but
I mean, I would remember it, but I hasn't
yeah,
told
my
me
character,
the
my
name.
character would also remember it, but
Ooh.
I
it's
forgot
just
his name.
unnamed carriage driver.
Mm.
But regardless, it might have been a fog, it might not.
She's like, "I see. Well, that explains why you all look so out of place here."
That's the one
Wait,
that
wait,
looked out of
wait.
place.
Wait.
Do you guys look out of place, or
No.
wait, does she the one that looks out of place?
I
Do
mean,
you guys look like your pictures, or did you guys change clothes or something?
no, they
I
look
like
exactly.
my picture.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
so compared to the rest of the people here, the whole party looks out of place. So you guys are both correct. Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. You guys are armed, etc. You know.
I mean, I have a great sword in my cloak, but
But even then, you
Other-
don't look like the
other-
rest
How
of
are
the
you
people
hiding that?
here.
I'm not hiding it. What?
Okay,
But-
okay.
okay, guys,
in
no
your
out of
cloak.
no out of character
Oh
discussion.
yeah,
please.
yeah.
But regardless, I wouldn't call myself out of place. It's just where I come from. Not a lot of people travel like I do, so I need to be ready for anything.
That's not what I meant. You all seem like you're not from around here. Your clothes, you're all dressed so different from everyone else. It's kind of obvious. That's not that you're secluded. Sounds like you're secluded. You came from a very secluded place.
Oh no, it was a pleasant farming village. I want to go back one
See.
day, but
What's the name of this village?
undetermined yet. I'll tell you. We'll say I said a name, but I just haven't made a name for the village.
I know that was a trap. That's why. Sorry, I was still tempted.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
So- So you mean to say you don't know, other than the fog surrounding you, you don't know what got you here?
Well,
It's not.
the thing is, I don't. So, as I said, we were traveling with a carriage. Sai, where was the carriage coming from? Like, what town or village did it come from? Because
Downfall.
we definitely we had to have gotten into it at a village or something. 'Cause we were-
Daggerfall.
Daggerfall. We were coming from Daggerfall to I don't remember the name of the village, but to another village to, as I said, help with werewolves, a werewolf problem, and in the night we were whisked away from our carriage, our driver, our belongings. Anything we didn't have on us is still out there.
Daggerfall, you said. I was nowhere near there. Is that true?
Yeah, that is entirely true.
Okay.
You were way away from there. If you want to do a history check,
Sure, let's do a history check. Let's see. How?
Ooh.
yeah, so it was nowhere near you. It was almost on another continent, distance-wise.
She looks like she points at her clothes and it's like, is Daggerfall a very cold place?
No.
Is it? No. It's
No.
like, do I look like I'm suited for this weather?
Is it cold here?
No.
Oh.
Not as cold as her clothes make it look like it should.
Okay, okay. So she's
Like, she
wearing,
looks like in
she's
full
wearing
winter gear. Yeah. Like, look, in her picture, she has, like, a fur, like, a huge
winter
fur
gear.
thing. And her clothes look extremely padded, as if to protect from the cold.
I mean, the only thing different about my picture is I'm wearing a blue cloak.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I never went over the thing. Keep going, I'll get back to you on the cloak thing.
Yes,
Do you know the only reason why I still have these clothes on is because I was whisked away here without my knowing, and I suspected all these people were magicians of some sort.
From what I've heard, they're not. Oh,
Fixed it. Alright, go ahead.
wait, why? What?
What do you mean?
I'm missing the AC bonus now.
It was being applied twice, that's why.
Was it? It's no chainmail's 16.
Alright, go back, I'll fix. Oh, don't worry, I'll fix it in a second. Here, let me delete it completely.
So we were traveling.
Oh, I see.
Fuck.
I deleted the wrong one.
As far as I'm aware, I don't think these people had anything to do with the whisking away. I think it might have been, from what Ismark, I motion over towards the man sitting next to me, or close by. Ismark told me that it was most likely a man named Strahd. Strahd von Zarovich. Actually, did he say his full name? Yeah, he said his full name. Yeah. Strahd von Zarovich.
Strahd von Zarovich. I've never heard. Wait, has she?
What as you say that in one of the Vistani say, don't say that accursed name here. This is a place of rest.
I apologize.
If you're just here to cause trouble, you guys can just leave.
No trouble. No. Done.
And Dell kind of looks a little surprised at the reactions for turning back over to you, and she says, "Well, it seems that you seem to have an idea of what's going on and what this place is. A whole lot better than me.
Vaguely.
And you also seem a little bit more agreeable." She stands up from her log and walks over to you with that. And she holds out her hand and offers you a shake, and she says, "My name is..." Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Giacomino Guardiano del Glacier e Esperancio. But you can call me Del.
I would shake your hand, but while you're saying your name, I stare at you blankly, like, what is
She's just smiling.
what an interesting name, Del.
She neither reacts or shows any embarrassment for it.
Well, my name is Zeke. I don't exactly know where my other traveling companions went, but the man in the... Well, I'll let them introduce themselves. They're interesting characters, to say the least.
Yeah. So, Ramiel, what have you been doing or wanting to do this whole time? And I'll get to Josh. Have you just been sitting around listening to?
just sitting in silently. Just
So you wouldn't be trying to interact with any of the Vistani?
I don't care. No.
Okay.
Actually,
And
I
then-
do need to...
And Raven, what? You're still just firing your crossbow?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some practice in
Okay.
with it.
Okay. I think he's DM. Yeah, you. Alright.
That is important. Okay. Okay. Good to know.
You do remember what happened vaguely, but you haven't put it together yet.
Okay. Then would you like to listen in on our story? I was telling Ishmark, and I'm assuming Irina's listening in.
You can't tell if she's listening, but she is beside.
But I was telling them our how we got here and what happened to us so far.
Are you talking to Del?
Yeah.
Oh. If you don't mind.
Sure. Where did I leave off? Yes. So the fog started pushing us in towards the forest to what looked like an abandoned village, where we met two small children who said their brother was in danger. I didn't feel right leaving their brother in danger. I didn't feel right leaving the children the way they were, so I promised them I would go help with whatever they needed to get their brother out, and they pointed us in the direction of their house.
Oh.
So,
So a group of noble souls then, if they followed you to save a couple of children.
noble? So, one of our party members wanted nothing to do with it, if you want me to be honest. I look over at Ramiel. He didn't trust them, and honestly, I can understand where he was coming from. It was the middle of the night. The fog was closing in on us, and two children we've never met with no adults around whatsoever. The village looked abandoned. Appeared in front of us and asked us for help. I can see why he didn't trust them, but I myself cannot even think about letting children be in danger. So I jumped at the opportunity to help them. And we went to their house, and it was eerie. There was dust everywhere. Or no, wait, no, that's not true. When we got to their house, the house didn't seem so abandoned as the rest of the village. We explored around a bit, and we found a ghost of a maid who told us that we shouldn't disturb their brother, and that we should leave him alone, not wake him up. But when we went to go check if the brother was where the maid said he was, he wasn't. So we kept looking until we found a hidden passage upstairs where we found 2 sets of bones, and upon covering them with a blanket, same children from outside appeared in front of us with no recollection of who we were or any kind of knowledge about us. And they told us that there were monsters in the basement that we needed to that their parents went to fight. And I asked if that's where their brother was, and they said more than likely. They, as we were leaving the room, 2 of my companions got possessed by them, and a small scuffle happened as we were reaching the basement, where the ghosts unpossessed them, and we proceeded onwards through the basement trying to look for their brother. We found notes about how the father and the mother were a part of a cult that was sacrificing people under the house, and the father couldn't take it anymore, so he hung himself in the basement. He couldn't take
Terrible.
We met the mother of the children, who was an absolute monster. She let the children starve to death in a locked room in the attic, and was not at all happy to hear that they were alive still, or not alive, but you know what I mean.
So you killed her then?
Oh yes, we put her down very quickly. As we continued exploring the house, it quickly became apparent that we were on a time crunch, because we weren't finding the brother at all, and eventually we made it down to where the cult does the main sacrifices, where we were attacked by a rather large monster. It had foliage, mushroom. No, I don't think mushrooms were part of it. Foliage, bones. There was a body sticking out of it, and it was the brother of the 2 ghosts. I forgot to mention, we met a dog upstairs. His name was Lancelot. And he was...
Hold that thought. As much as I'd like to listen to whatever you were doing with your brother and
Not my
Lancelot,
brother.
or right, not your brother. Would you know the way to get out of this country? Wherever this place is? I believe I'm not supposed to actually be here. I've got somewhere I need to go rather soon, actually. Would you point me the direction, or maybe you have a map I could just take a glance at, and I'll be on my way, maybe in the morning.
I just kind of look over at Ismark. Do you want to tell her, or should I?
Ismark looks like he's about to speak up, but then one of the Vistani, who look a little drunker than they should, speaks up instead. Look at this one, Rena. His skin is so tan, almost like the Vistani himself, eh? Yes, show it off while you can. The coming years without sunlight are sure to steal it from you. The one he's speaking to, looking a bit more sober, somberly tells you, I'm sorry that this is how you have to learn of it, but nobody leaves Varovia. Once in the mists, you're here forever. And the one who's a little more drunker than he should be says, so welcome to your new home.
As
I'm. What? I'm sorry. What? What do they mean?
Oh, I think my foundry just crashed.
so
Nice.
what
One
they
second,
are
you keep going, I'm just gonna relaunch my foundry.
what they are saying is there is no way out. Unfortunately, we are stuck here.
So, you mean to say that we're stuck in this Barovia?
Yes, so it seems.
The sober one that was it's back up, you guys can rejoin. The sober one that was speaking speaks up again. Yeah, I'm sorry to ruin your mood, but if anyone here does know how to get out of this mist, it would be Madame Ava. And they point over to the really big tent right over here. The one that's different shape from others, the one that looks like a rectangle. And it's like, Madame Ava will probably have more questions than you have, or more answers than you have questions, if you'd like to go visit her.
Okay, I gotta be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, oof, you bastard.
So-
All right.
Yeah. We'll say, I need to think on this.
Yeah, that works for me.
I'm going to take a tinkle. Rebecca's.
Well, as I was saying, we met a creature in the bottom of the house, and we fought against it, and about close to the end of the fight, I ended up blacking out. It hit me, and everything went black. And then the next thing I knew, I was outside with under a cloth, and they had killed the monster, and the house had returned to what it originally had been. I don't know if it was a dream or whatnot, but that's
He
all I
looks
remember.
at you, and he's been listening for the whole conversation and just puts his hand on your shoulder. That sounds like quite the adventure. I'm glad you made it out alive.
At least he wasn't swallowed up by the thing.
Did you say that in character?
Yes.
Okay.
Did my one comment from the whole conversation.
Right, yeah, that works.
Oh, yeah, he did get eaten by that. I was awake when that happened. Or I was still alive when that happened. I don't say the alive part. I was awake when that happened, but
I'm gonna say quotation marks, yes. Awake.
But after we woke up, the house had returned to being in a very decrepit shape. It was all damaged. The books that Ramiel had collected had turned to dust, and no more ghosts, no more nothing. We laid to the children to rest in the crypt under the house. Except the mother, of course. She doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she did, no.
That's everything from my perspective. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right
Yep.
back.
All right, Raven, are you still crossbowing?
Yeah, he's just practicing because he doesn't feel like he's exactly the best at it yet. So.
Gotcha.
All right, back.
Welcome back.
What happened?
Nothing. They were just continuing the story about
Stuff.
yes.
About the
Sorry,
10th house.
I got a DM and yeah. Okay, anyways. Would you guys? So the rest of the Vistani are just talking to themselves, talking some stories. Are you? Would you guys just want to listen, or do you guys want to interact with them in any way?
I'm gonna get up and go towards the tent.
Okay. So, you guys see Ramiel get... Oh, here, I unpaused it. You guys get up, or you see him get up and go towards the tent where he was told he might have some answers for him. Do you guys follow, or do you guys just let him do that?
No, I sit around the campfire with
Alrighty.
Ismark and Irina. And Dell if she sticks around, but if not, then just
Yeah.
Irina
Yep.
and Ismark.
Dell's gonna stand up, and she's like, "Well, I do want to know if this is a permanent thing, because then otherwise, I think I might kill someone." Excuse me, and she goes off. Choo 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 choo.
Did any of the Vistani were any of the Vistani listening to the story?
Yeah, you did see some of them just not noticing and paying attention. None of them commented on it just yet. Raven, I would say you noticed them going towards the tent, though you have no idea why. Would you care?
I'll probably send my bird over with them.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll just be tuning into the hearing, like his hearing, while still shooting.
Oh, by the way, just so Clark has an idea of what it looks like, this is Raven's bird currently. You know, and it's all its beautifulness.
I also described
What
what the
the hell?
Shambling Mound looked like, if you want to put that up.
Yeah, I'd
Just as,
say
like,
you had enough of a description that I will give the. Did I not? Where is it?
Oh yeah, I guess.
This is the description that he made
Of what?
of the thing that almost killed them
that we
all.
fought.
Yeah.
The what?
You weren't here for the story, but I continued the story, and that thing
Oh,
almost
right.
killed all of us.
Right.
I got swallowed alive by that thing.
Yeah, Paz got swallowed.
I was on like 1 HP. Or 2.
Oh.
Pretty bad.
But yeah, that's the thing. I described it. That's the thing that almost killed us all and that we murdered. And then, yeah, I don't remember. I don't know what happened after that because I was unconscious. We'll put it that way.
Alright. So, Zeke, do you still not go following them?
No.
Okay.
I trust Paz. I know he doesn't trust me, but
As you guys get closer to the tent, you see magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last, you have arrived. cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
Dell puts a hand on her weapon, hilt weapon.
So I heard that you might know a way to get out of this fog. I look down at my hand at the bracelet and I
Yeah.
open it and
So
then I just twinkle it.
before even letting you say that, don't worry, you're still saying that. She speaks to Dell and says, Dell, you wouldn't be able to get any answers if you did that now, would you?
She kind of lets go of the blade, and she's like, "Well, I've been around, and people that shoot lightning and stuff out, in the surroundings are usually dangerous people."
I didn't say. No, I didn't say. I said lighting, not lightning.
Lighting? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean flickering lighting?
No. So cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her wither. It was a description. Of
Oh. Still gotta kill her. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Anyways, you were saying, Ramiel?
I heard that you know a way to get out of this fog, and then I look down at my hand and just play with my bracelet, just thinking of home.
Give me a moment. So, before answering you, she says, the mists whispered of your coming. I smelled your fate on the wind 3 nights ago. And she says, poor Ramiel. The murder of your mother and half your village was quite unfortunate. I'm sorry. But to answer your question, well, I'm sure the rest of your companions would like to hear this too, as she looks over to Raven's Raven, including you, Raven. Do you do anything, Raven?
No.
Or do you just still... Okay.
My bird just like nods up and down. Yep, I want to hear it. Yep.
She says, would you like to call your friend Zeke over? Or, well, looks at you, Ramiel. Your acquaintance. I don't know if you'd call him a friend.
Dell does have that fox, but never said where it went.
That's fair. I don't have a token for it or an image for it, but yes, you do have a fox following you. Sure.
I'm just gonna... I blanked out for a second and I'm just gonna reply to what she said before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to hear about my past. It's probably best if you don't talk about it aloud again.
My apologies.
Dell tells Foxy to go get Zeke.
Yeah, so you have a fox approach you out of nowhere, though I would say you do notice it was the fox that was beside Dell, and he's trying to get your attention.
What's
like
it
pawing at
doing
you or
to
something,
get
I
my
don't know.
attention? Because I'm mostly listening to the stories of the Vistani and talking to Ismark and Irina.
He's
Is
gonna
it, like,
poke you
pulling
with
on
his
my
paw,
coat?
and then he's gonna look you deep in the eyes.
What the fuck?
So it got in front of me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Well, I guess I looked down at it. You're the fox that was with Dell. What would you like?
And I guess foxes do wag their tails, don't they?
Yeah, I would say it's
It
wagging
can.
its tail, it's yipping, trying to get
What does the
Zeke's
fox
attention.
say?
No,
You see-
you
you see-
die on the spot.
You see the
Anyways.
fox literally, with a paw, point to the tent.
Do you want me to go over there?
you see Foxy just nodding up and down excitedly before kind of running over there. Not all the way, but just kind of stops and looks at you to see if you follow.
All right. I'll be right back, Ismark. I guess I'm needed. I guess. as I step up from the log and start moving towards the tent.
So as you enter the tent, a voice out of nowhere just says, "Ah, Zeke. I guess I should start with, I'm glad that adventurer was able to save your home in town from that band of monsters, else we wouldn't be having this conversation, now would we? Though, it is quite sad to say that you might not be able to send a letter to your parents for the time being, as you usually do."
I won't ask where you got that knowledge, but I thank you for. I appreciate you. I appreciate hearing that. Yeah, I do aspire to be just like them, just like that band of adventurers.
She speaks up, "Well, now that we're all here, including Raven, who has turned into quite the character after being sold off, but that's neither here nor there. I can now answer your friend Ramiel's, or acquaintance's, question. If you wanted to ask the question again, Ramiel."
Speak, hag. What way can we get out of this fog?
Unfortunately, well, or maybe well, I'll just put it this way. Normal adventurers wouldn't be able to get out to the fog. Though, through extreme trials and tribulations, you four just might.
What about our friend Lucan?
I don't know how to put this, but he was led astray or convinced. Or, well, the reasoning doesn't matter, but he went off with 3 Vistani women, though they are not like the Vistani here. They are quite evil in nature.
Oh no.
They're using him as a sex slave. No.
No!
I'm sure when the time arises, you will meet your friend again.
I hope it's under better circumstances.
Before anyone else says anything, she says, "You all seek a path through Barovia, but this land plays games with the soul. It twists the brave and swallows the foolish. Though, each of you has a part to play. A thread in a tapestry knotted long before your birth." Does anyone say anything on that?
Dal just continues listening.
I know what my end will be, and it will not be in this accursed place.
I don't say anything.
So,
Dell does have a weird, creepy look on her, like a weird look in her eyes.
and she speaks up to you, Dell, before continuing on. It's like, "Ah, yes. I'm quite sorry for that. Most of your childhood, you were trapped in a metaphorical cage that was the house that put you on this path. And I'm sure you don't want to be trapped in another cage that is Barovia again, now do you?"
And Dell just kind of sighs. She's like, "Yes, no, I would not like to do that. I would not like that at all."
"Well, now that you're all here, I can begin." So she sits down at her table. Well, she was already sitting down at her table, but she reaches behind her and grabs out a pack of cards that some of you might recognize as a tarot deck. But in this universe, they're called a Taroka deck. She starts shuffling, cutting, saying nothing currently. Though, eventually, she sets the cards in front of her. Five. She takes 5 cards out and places them in front of her. Let me a second. Let me stream. I didn't feel like importing this, so I did it a different way.
Mm.
Everyone, please tune into my stream. I hope it's streaming the right thing. Yeah, it is. Okay.
I am tuned in.
Everybody, look. That's 2 of ya. Needs 2 more of ya.
Is this a fortune for all of us, or a singular one?
This is a fortune for all of you, though after this, I am more than happy to do individual fortune. If you so please. Alright, I'm missing one person. Lol. Clark? Wait, who's not in?
Oh, my bad. We're actually supposed to do something?
Yeah. Look
yeah.
at my stream. Look at my stream.
Oh.
This would have taken too long for me to import into Foundry, so I just did it this way.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, 1 second. I need something open in the other page. Okay. So she lays the cards out in front of her. First the card to the left, then the card to the top, then the card to the right, then the card below, and then finally one in the middle. And she flips over the left one. Ah, the warrior. This card tells of history, knowledge of the ancient, that will help you better understand your enemy. After a short pause, she says, that which you see lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place to which he must return. Then she goes to the card at the top. Ah, the Elementalist. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection. A holy symbol of great hope. She looks over to the cleric. She looks over to Ramiel before describing. The treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants. She goes on over to the right card. Ah, the Diviner. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance. A sword of pure sunlight. Look to the one who sees all. The treasure is hidden in her ken. Oh. I do believe this treasure is under my very nose. How fortunate. She goes to the bottom card. Ah. The artifact. I should have expected this one. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against the darkness. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems. And finally, the marionette. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you straight to him. Look to great heights, finding the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby.
Oh, I think I know who the marionette is.
She goes after the final card. Your path is now drawn. The cards have spoken, but they do not walk the path. You do. Does anyone say anything in response?
I'll be honest. I was this close to cutting your head off.
Oh, I know, dearie. I know.
The
The bird just goes crazy, bitch. He's like looking
Look,
at
when someone seems like they know everything about you, you start wondering whether or not, well, you need to kill them.
the treasure you've mentioned that's right under your nose. What did you mean by that? The sword of sunlight.
Well, I can't believe I didn't realize this sooner. But I do believe one of the fellow Vistani here has it in one of their carts. You are free to search for it if you please, though please do not take anything else. I don't know what they might do if you did.
Do they know we're looking for it? Would they allow us to take it?
I can let them know.
I see.
I point to the top card and then you were looking at me when you said this. So are you saying that my holy power will be useful in the future?
Not quite. I just, more so, a man of faith as yourself, might understand the significance of such.
It's left me with more questions than answers.
As it does, she says.
And when you said guarded by bronze, I don't even remember what it
Bronze.
was.
Amber
Scrolls.
Giants.
Oh, Amber
Amber
Giant.
Giant.
Amber Giants, yes.
What do you mean by that?
There is a place called the Amber Temple. There's where you will find what you see.
Should seek out this Amber Temple.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Yes. So, what do you get out of all of this? Is this just some tarot reading that you do for every person you know things about? Are you some sort of oracle?
Fortunately, sometimes I know more than I need, and unfortunately, I don't know enough, dearie. But to answer your question as to what I get out of this, if you do succeed in your adventure, everyone in this land will be free, including me. Is that not enough of a reward to help?
Yes.
Maybe I could bring actual faith to this land.
I kind of look at Ramiel. We were. Wait, no, I don't know that. Never mind.
If the Order of Gauntlet was here, no monster would hurt anyone.
What did you say about the warrior?
The warrior. The card that tells of history. The card that tells of knowledge of the ancient, which will help you better understand your enemy. It's that which you seek lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place to which he must return.
So some sort of. Is there a ruler in Barovia? Is that who everyone was saying not to talk about?
Ah, yes.
Was this?
Strahd himself. The reason and cause the lands are the way they are. He sought out too much power. And well, either as a reward or a consequence, the mists came forth. He was once a man. He was a man once, proud, powerful, and full of sorrow. The kind of sorrow that drinks blood and calls it love. He believes himself the master of fate, but even he must obey the cards when they fall true. Even now he watches you. I see him, a shadow perched upon a crimson throne, smiling.
Gods. What? Why? It was supposed to be a simple trip, and what? This is ridiculous. Now we have to fight a king, a literal monster king.
It's not a
Alright,
king, right?
watch
He's
out.
just a baron.
Isn't he a baron?
He calls himself many things, though he
He's a
calls
baron.
himself the Lord of Barovia nowadays.
What did the artifact card stand for?
It's that sword of sunlight, right? That's in one of the carts near us.
No, that's
Yes.
the diviner, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
No,
Which one did you?
that
Which
was
one?
the
The diviner?
No, the artifact.
Oh, the
It was
artifact.
the sword one.
No, the artifact is the card that sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
All right,
Look
the guy
for an
with the monkey.
entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems.
Man with the monkey. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for a man with a monkey.
I think my bird turns to Zeke and Romulo and goes, I think the monkey's right there. And he points at Romulo.
My character would put his hand over his mouth and just hold back laughing.
I didn't know monkeys had astral halos above their head.
That's funny as fuck. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. She said she did individual readings, right?
Willing to, yes.
Would my character want an individual reading?
I'm gonna get the individual reading, so I was just waiting for everyone to finish.
Well, you should get it while I decide if I want to do mine or not, or if anybody else wants to do theirs.
I don't. I go to her and I go. I don't really care that much because I know I'll live when I get out of here. But I'm just curious. What does my fate entail?
The rest of you, what do you do?
I'm thinking over what she said.
Okay. And how about you,
Specifically
Raven?
about the sunlight sword thing.
Does your Raven just still stay there? Are you going there on purpose? And what are you doing?
Probably my bird stays there, but like I'm no longer listening.
Gotcha.
Dell walks off. She goes to the water and she's taking off all her super freaking hot clothes that she's kept on. She's like mumbling, like frustrated to herself, and like as she's taking everything off. Yeah, but she seems like she's like washing her face and like mumbling, grumbling. There you go.
You're not going to use the stream for the individual.
No. It's going to be a single card reading, and I'm getting it ready in the game. I didn't I wanted the way it was formatted like that, and I didn't have time to prepare it. But I have all the cards in game, so. It's like she said, she's going to do a single card reading, not a 5-1.
Okay.
I'm just preparing it right now.
Knowing my luck, I'm gonna pull the death card if I fucking.
Well, there might not be a death card in this type of
I mean, when it
tarot.
comes down to it, bro, like I would happily. I mean, if it, like, I know I'm in a realist or pragmatist or whatever you call me, but I'd probably sacrifice myself for the people of the land.
Would
Just
you
the one that wants to
sacrifice
go
yourself for
home.
us?
I know, but like, I want to do good. And if good comes at the cost of my life, it's so be it.
I want to do good, he says. Doesn't want to help old woman.
But it's the fact that I know that there's no point in doing so. That's
I mean, very
It's more
clearly
complex,
it is. I found
you know what I mean?
clues.
well, you didn't share much with me, right?
I mean,
So-
you were there when
When he told
you were
everybody.
there. Yeah, when I told everybody.
Even more so than like if she's gone to go with like Strahd, then what would be the point even more so than looking for her right now?
Well, the point is that we didn't know she was with Strahd until we looked.
Yeah,
But she was going into the fog, and you know how like bad we've heard the fog is, plus how it looked that bad. It was not something worthy to risk.
I know me, and for saying you want to do a lot of good, you seem to be avoiding doing anything.
It's a complex. Like you don't. It's not just good or bad. It's not like it's just a straight line. It's a complex character.
Anyways,
Oh, the right way to say it. It's not just black and white, you know.
Like, I'm still preparing it. So she says, actually, I can do a 2-card reading. A little bit more detail than one, but still more digestible. So she goes, she shuffles the deck slowly, the fire still crackling beside her. Her gaze fixes on the cleric. She draws the first card and lays it down with care. Ah, the missionary. A soul burdened by belief, wielding faith as both shield and sword. She taps the card gently.
Sounds like Rabiel.
You carry your god into a land that has forgotten theirs. This valley is starved for salvation, but wary of preachers. You will find one who clings to righteousness still, a relic of holy fire unextinguished. Seek this one out. Together, your fates may light a path where none yet shines. She leans in slightly, eyes glittering. But beware, Barovia consumes hope as greedily as blood. Do not mistake stubbornness for virtue. Not all who claim the light walk in it. She slides the next card across the cloth, revealing it with a flourish. Second, this one. Ah, the shepherd. You are not meant to stand alone. You are called to guard others, even as wolves circle. You will face a choice soon, not between good and evil, but between mercy and truth. The flock will look to you, but the shepherd bleeds first, always. She closes her eyes briefly. There is one in pain, lost not in body, but in spirits. You must guide them back, or lose them to the mists forever. She finishes up with, You have been sent here for more than battle. The gods have not abandoned this land entirely because you are here. But faith alone is not enough. You must become what you believe. You must be more than a priest, more than a protector. You must be a light. She exhales slowly, then fixes you with a long, unreadable look. The cards speak, and now, so must you.
Hmm.
She finishes her reading, putting the cards back into the deck.
You've
Would
given
any
me
of you,
much to ponder.
would any of your other companions? She looks over at the one still there. Yeah. I guess I was a little distracted. That doesn't seem like any of your companions.
I'm still
Or,
here.
oh, sorry, you were stepped outside. All right. Well, Zeke, how about you?
Sure. Oh, sure. As much as I don't like knowing the future, because it's uncertain, I'll take my chances.
All right, give me a moment.
Oh, Raviel walked away. I'm the only. Wait, no, Raven's Raven is still here. I forgot. He'll hear my fortune.
All right, I need to find these two cards. Sorry, this list is. Oh wait, is that the list? Okay. I zoomed past it. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Not. She shuffles her deck as she did before, and her eyes narrow as she draws the first card. Her fingers brushing over it as if it might bite.
Uh-oh.
The Executioner. You are no stranger to violence. Death follows you like a loyal dog, and your hands know the weight of judgment. She holds your gaze. But beware, warrior. Strength without purpose is a blade without a hilt. It cuts both ways. There will come a moment when power alone will not save you. You must choose, become a tool of fate or its challenger. Her voice grows quieter. He, too, was once a man of steel and fury. Look what it made of him. She draws the next card with a hiss of breath and places it beside the first. Oh, I didn't prepare one sec. Ah. Prepare. Can't find it. Where is it?
Well, death does follow in my wake. I mean, I did die.
Where is it? Brief pause because I can't find this goddamn card. Yeah, just ponder on that. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Fuck. Sorry about that.
I'm more pondering about the last thing she said.
Ah, the mercenary. A sword for hire, a shield for sale. But the question is, what are you truly fighting for? She leans closer, as if peering into your soul. In this land, loyalty is not tested with gold, but with pain. You will face a choice, duty or honor. One will cost you, the other may damn you. There is one who would follow you if you let them, and one who will betray you if you trust too quickly. Your path is forged in battle, but it is the heart behind the blade that will decide your fate. She puts the two cards back into the deck and says some final words. You are strong, fighter, but Barovia is not conquered with muscle. It is endured with will. When the time comes, strike not with fury, but with purpose. She sets the deck aside. Sorry, hiccup. She sets the deck aside, her expression grave. Even the strongest fall if they do not know why they stand.
What? Who were you talking about when you read the executioner card? Who was the man you were talking about before?
I'm sorry, the cards do not tell me all, just what is needed to be known.
I see.
It is up to you to decide the true meaning of the cards.
I see. I look over at Raven's Raven. Do you want a fortune read?
Just my bird there, and my bird goes, "Yeah, me. Do me, do me."
I'll stick around to hear this fortune out.
Specifically the bird, not Raven.
Yeah, no, I know, I got that.
The bird.
Here, give me a second. Oh, that's really. Okay, no, I won't say anything. All right, I gotta find these two cards. That is really
I
funny.
can't wait to see what this is.
That's really funny. All right, I gotta find the other one. If I, I saw it. Where is it? 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 I'll be honest, I didn't expect a single one of you to want a personal reading, or I would have prepared this better. But I'm doing with what I can. All right, listen. I should expect the unexpected, honestly. Where the
I'm probably gonna get
fuck?
one here too in a bit.
What? Hello, card. Where are you hiding? I
I
summoned
just
the.
saw it.
No, the second one. Because remember, I'm doing 2 cards per.
Yeah.
I have one of them. I thought I saw it, but my eyes are just fucking going burr, apparently.
I can already think about who's gonna betray me.
Where is it?
As I look up and to the
Oh, there it
right
is.
at the water.
Okay. The madam gives a slow, knowing smile as the raven hops onto the table. What's left of its feathers glistening in the firelight. Even the smallest voice has a place in the weave of fate. Let us see what the mists whispered for you, feathered spy.
Called me a
She
feathered
draws a
spy.
card. She said what she
Spy.
said. She draws the card and places it gently on the cloth. The seer. You are one who watches, who listens, who knows more than you admit. Secrets cling to you like fog to the trees.
Bet you some Eldritch being. Sorry.
There is something you must speak. A truth hidden beneath beak and feather. If you remain silent, the ones you serve may fall blind to shadow. She narrows her eyes at the bird. But speak too soon, and your wings may never leave the earth again.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Her hand
feel like this
hesitates
is bad.
slightly as she draws the next card. When she flips it, a strange hush falls. Ah, how fitting. The Raven. A messenger between worlds. A harbinger of change. You are more than you seem. A protector in disguise, perhaps. But beware. The one you serve is watching, and he does not forget those who fly against him. You will face a time when you must choose to remain unseen or to strike from the shadows and reveal what you are. That
This
moment
freaking crow.
will turn the tide.
I don't understand what this is supposed to be, but okay.
Yes.
It means a raven doesn't trust his raven.
Yeah,
The
sure.
wind favors the brave, little one. But not all storms can be flown around.
They are
She
technically their own beings.
Shut up. She gently taps both cards. Watch. Wait. And when the time comes, fly fast. Okay?
Yeah. That just made it seem like my bird is just a eldritch god hiding. It's weird.
Anybody else?
Yep.
No? Okay. So you come back. Oh, I didn't mean to show it again. My bad.
Yeah, she comes back.
Ignore that. Oh, Raven's coming over. Oh, he's confused. He's
My bird telepathically, I'm a badass. I'm a badass.
He's concerned. He's very suddenly concerned.
I just come over and my bird is just like hailing my raven. He's like, you better watch out. I'm like, I'm gonna do some stuff. I told you I'm the leader. I'm the leader. Just looking at Zeke now. Leader. I'm the leader.
Yeah, Dell walks in, and she's got most of her armor off, and her cloak is actually unattached. You can see that she's actually got like a sickle, like a sickle on a hilt, and she's actually got a small shield, um, like attached to her, some gauntlets that she's wearing. And she seems to be wearing what looks to be like a leather kind of armor.
Hmm. So what do you
And
say
she
to the
looks,
madam?
yeah, and she's like, she looks way calmer than when she left, and actually she looks a little uneasy, and she just kind of breathes a sigh, and she's like, I would like a reading too, please.
Ah, yes. Give me a moment. All right, I got the 2 cards. I just need to find them. The madam watches you carefully as you approach. Her smile fades, replaced by quiet reverence. Ah, your soul is like the mist, unsure and shifting, hiding more than it shows. Let us see what truth the cards will uncover. She draws the first card and lays it down gently. Ah, the marionette. A puppet with tangled strings. Someone or something once tried to control your path. Your story has not always been yours, has it? She leans in, voice low. There was a cage, not made of bars, but of fear, of expectation. Someone taught you to hide, to survive, but that cage still clings to your shadows. Soon, the strings will be offered to you. Will you cut them, or let someone else pull them again? She draws the second card, studying it for a moment before speaking. Ah, the innocent. A reminder of who you were before the lies, before the masks. The one who looked at the sky and saw freedom, not judgment. Her gaze softens. That child still lives inside you, afraid, waiting, yearning to grow into something more. There is power in what you've endured, but there is greater power in who you truly are. If you can find the courage to become her again. Nature, some final words. Nature knows no masks. The wolf is the wolf. The tree does not ask permission to bloom. She closes her eyes, cards cooling beneath her hand. The time is coming when you must choose. Be what they expect, or become what you truly are. And after a brief pause, and whichever path you walk, remember this: you were never meant to live in a cage.
Well, and she looks like visibly flustered, like it's like kind of almost a little sweaty, like not from the water, from the river.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Thank you for the reading. It was um refreshing, enlightening."
Anytime, my dearie.
And she excuses herself and exits.
How about you, Raven? Would you like a reading?
I give her a thumbs up.
I like how it went from one person wanting a reading to fucking everybody wanting a reading. But I embrace this. This is fine.
Listen, man, you gave us the option.
I know. I mean, you
I-
guys were like, and then you saw how good the reading I gave for Tab, and you're like, I need it.
I mean, I honestly, if you want me to be honest, at the start, I was like, my character probably wouldn't want to know his future. He'd probably just go with the flow. But then I was like,
All right, yeah, it's like I'm drawing the cards. Yeah, okay.
I got to put more work on the TM,
Yeah,
I probably
yeah, whatever you
probably wouldn't have gone for the reading if it weren't for my bird.
That's great.
You didn't think about getting the bird reading, did you?
I thought
For
about
me?
it briefly
That
as a joke. Or if you're talking about him.
I'm
Wait, who
talking
are you
about
talking-
you. I'm talking to
Josh.
Josh.
You know, I didn't think about it immediately, but I did think of it as a joke. I was like, you know what, let's take it seriously.
I had to ask. Like it was just sitting there. It looked so lonely. It looked like it wanted to be turned into an eldritch god. No?
Maybe, I don't know. It reminds me of Gunter from fucking Adventure Time.
Yeah, this is really.
Okay, all right. I like it. All right, that's one of them. I also find it kind of like I did it purely RNG, like, and the Raven came up. That's why I was like, that's kind of ironic. Earlier, that's
I
what I
mean,
was
you did it
laughing.
RNG, but they pretty much matches.
Well, I'm the one giving the meaning. I'm not choosing the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's actually doing it properly.
If I can fucking find this card. Sorry, I'm hating myself.
All I know is I can either find a lifelong friend I can trust or somebody who's going to betray the shit out of me.
Why not both?
Where is it? I've gone up and down the list multiple times.
Fuck.
Music. Or it's the ambience, I guess.
Finally kicked back in, I guess.
Oh, that's why it has a different name. Okay, I see. Okay, I got it then. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, all right, that works. The madam's eyes flicker to the bard, and for the first time, she does not smile. Her fingers dance across the deck with a measured calm, as if the very air had grown still. You seek a reading, child of music and mischief? Her tone is soft, but carries iron beneath it. Very well, but know this. Some songs cannot be unsung.
Lovely.
She flips the first card, and a flicker of wind brushes past the firelight. Ah, the traitor.
That's bad.
Oh my god.
She says it like a verdict. This is a card of choices, made in desperation, in fear. or in selfishness. It marks the wound that does not bleed, but festers. You gave up something once, something that trusted you. She glances knowingly at the shadows, where your raven once perched.
What is
You will
this?
You will be asked again to choose between the easy cost and the hard truth. If you do not learn from the first choice, the next may damn far more than a bird. She lays the second card with solemn care. Ah, the broken one. A soul fractured by sorrow, regret, or fear of what it might become. There is a part of you that sings beautifully, but another that screams unheard. You wear masks well, Bard, but even masks crack when worn too long. She leans in, her voice a whisper like wind through crypts. You may yet find healing if you seek it, or you may drown in the echo of your own song. She ends with, you are not damned yet, but Barovia remembers. It remembers what you gave, and it remembers what you took. She slowly places her hand on the cards. When the time comes, sing true, or the land will write your last verse for you. And then she finishes, putting the cards back in a single pile.
He shrugs, kind of. Yeah, he just kind of shrugs and he goes, all right, well, he's going to walk out.
Oh yeah, I guess. Are these just all their tents? The Barovians?
The Vistani.
Bastanti.
Vistani. Vista.
Bastani.
Yes.
These are just all their tents and carriage things.
Yeah, so since everyone's done with their readings, she puts the cards aside and say, let me go tell the others in case they fear that you are rummaging through their things. So I don't have a token for her, but she goes outside, briefly talks with some of the Vistani near the fire. The conversation takes a turn that nobody can hear or notice, but she comes back with a slight worried look on her face and tells Zeke, at least since he's still the only one there, my apologies, young one. It appears this reading was just a little too late. Though, you can either hear it from me, or she points over at a specific Vistani, the one tending this card at the bottom. They might be able to tell you more. And I'm sorry.
Since I'm already here, why don't I just hear it from you?
Well, I don't have the full details, but he needed some money for supplies, and well, we are a traders at heart. So, while he did had the item the card spoke of, he no longer does at this moment.
I see. I will go ask him for more details about it, but I thank you for...
Again, I apologize for the confusion.
Now I know nobody else is around, but I'm assuming they had questions, and I will try my best to get them the answers to them.
Oh, by the way, the offer to search all the carts obviously is no longer
Yeah.
My brain is
Yeah.
not braining right now, I'm sorry. The cards are pretty much out of me. I'm sorry that I can no longer allow you to search through their cards because we no longer have the item you seek.
I would never search through their carts without permission, anyways.
Well, I will be here in case you would like another reading or anything. I might not be able to answer all your questions, but I do wish you well on your future adventures. And you are more than welcome to stay here and tend to your wounds before you depart.
I appreciate that. I know Dell and Ramiel want to get out of the fog, so is the reading that you gave us, like all of us, somehow connected to getting out?
Yes. The cards spoke of items, people, or places that are key to your escape, one way or another.
Let's see. Then I will remember what you've said and work on getting the items necessary to get everybody back to their rightful places.
I appreciate that, and so will everyone here if you succeed in your adventure. The people here have been trapped far too long at the greed of a single man.
Yes. I don't know if you saw it or not, but we had a brief interaction with the man himself.
Ah, yes. I'm not sure if I should say it's fortunate or unfortunate. Just know, he might be around any corner.
Yes, that's what we're afraid of. We've been warned multiple times that he has eyes and ears everywhere.
In his own words, he is the law and he is the land. And he has made sure of that.
Yeah. I know Raven is looking for somebody who can possibly teach him more with the crossbow. Is there anybody that can help him with that around here, or no?
We don't have anyone especially trained in just crossbow, but I'm sure some of the Vistani are more than happy to give their tips, as long as you provide information in exchange. After all, in most cases, information isn't free. But, again, like I've said, in this case, my information comes with the possibility of the reward being freedom, which is more than a is more than a is more than a price I'm willing to provide for.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all the questions they had, but maybe
Well,
they have
you
others.
do know where to find me if more questions arise before you leave.
Yes. I will be sure if any come to mind, I will come and ask you directly.
Also, by the way, out of character, this whole time, like, imagine Raspy, like, when I first made her sound, like, I just didn't want to kill my voice. Once
Yeah.
I realized I had to
Wanted
do
to go.
once I realized I had to do multiple card readings, that would have killed me. So, no thanks. Sorry, not sorry.
So really you wanted to go. Adventurers!
Yeah. Like an old Raspy, yeah, no, fuck that. I'm sorry.
Somebody will be smoking a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. All right, go ahead.
Did you say chocolate?
Yeah, that's
but
exactly.
even raspier. So no thanks. I like my
You
voice.
say chocolate.
Something like that. Yeah.
Can't even understand her.
You like chocolate?
Did you say chocolate?
Anyways, we're getting off track. All right. So what do you do, Zeke, with this newfound information?
I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is go talk to the Vistani that she pointed at. That
The
one
one
down
all the way
there,
in the
yeah.
bottom. Yeah.
Just to ask for information on what has happened. Does anybody else do anything before I do
Del-
this?
Dell sees you walking out as she's preparing her sleeping bag by the fire, and she kind of walks over to you, and she's like, "Hey,
What's up?
hey, Zeke. Do you mind if I talk to you?"
Yeah, sure. What's the problem? Or
Well,
who are you?
I've been thinking, and I really don't like the sound of our situation, and well, since you're the most approachable of your group,
That's actually so true, though.
That's awful.
do you think they would? Do you think your group would mind if I tagged along, especially since we're apparently bound by
Fate.
fate?
I don't think Raven would have any troubles with it. It's really Ramiel you have to please. But I don't think he'll mind. As long as you're not overtly evil.
Well, maybe a little.
Well, I mean, I don't know what happened in the death house. It's the sign that was on the door. But after
Her smile kind of drops when you mention that.
what do you mean? Like
She was smiling and laughing, and then now her face just turns to like a kind of like a. It's fading. The smile is fading.
it's the place I was talking about earlier. Something happened there that it was something I mentioned in the story about how the monster hit me and everything went black, and when I came
She's
to,
like,
we
"Oh."
were outside the house.
She was like, "Ah, yes, right, that death house."
So something happened that made Ramiel untrustworthy of me. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to displease him, but
And then she just kind of crosses her arms and puts a hand, or yeah, she's just like, "Well, it seems to me like you just need to talk to the man. As unapproachable as everyone else seems."
he uh, he probably will not talk to me alone. I will try. I will try to talk to him after I talk to this Vistani over here, but I will attempt to talk to him. I know Raven will not mind either way. We did actually just lose a party member, so
You lost a party member.
yeah. I mentioned it in the chief elder, the fortune tellers tent. Lucan was their name.
Right.
My out of character. My character still thinks that Lucan's a girl. She went off with 3 bar ladies at the village of Barovia, and we haven't seen her since.
Actually, she goes, "Ah, I see."
So, honestly, we could probably use the help. If you don't mind me asking, what do you specialize in?
Ah, yes, I'm fighting, really. It's about as good as I can say. Unfortunately, I'm
you
not.
too?
Well, I do dabble in a bit of sorceries, and other things. Um, I can make potions, potions of healing.
We do need someone like that. If you tell Ramiel that, I guarantee you or if you tell Raven that specifically, he will have no trouble with you joining the party.
Hi, Raven. What?
You were looking to get healing potions earlier, and they were 500 gold.
Yeah, but you
apiece.
don't know that though.
No, out of character though.
Well, I said
Okay, well,
potions.
don't have-
I didn't say healing potions.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Like you.
Okay, but don't have out of character dialogues, motherfucker.
Regardless, Raven said he was looking for potions earlier, and then it didn't seem like he came up with any, but he might have. I don't know. But he said that the shop was a scam. So
Well, I don't sell them for cheap either, but I would be happy to share some if well, at a fair trade.
fair enough. I will talk to Raven and Ramiel once I'm finished up here, and then I'm assuming they'll say yes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. I look forward to working with you, Zeke.
Same to you, Del. That's the word.
Yes.
Like the whole time, probably my Raven's actually been on Zeke's shoulders, and it kind of like looks at him. He goes, or not him. What's his name? At Dell, and goes, "All right, I approve. Go ahead."
That's just sad. And she kind of points at the bird, and she's like, I didn't want to assume, but that is one of our party members. Familiars?
I'm the leader.
Yes. He says he's the leader.
I think he
And
pecks at
therefore
Zeke and
we're-
goes, "I am the leader."
Okay, he's the leader.
Really?
I I like shield his eyes for a second, and I just shake my head, and then I uncover his eyes.
Bro.
Yeah, he's the leader.
Kind of nods her head like, okay. And she's like, anyways, if you ever need anything, I also know a bit of healing magic, and well, that's essentially it, really. I know a lot about animals and creatures.
That's good. We don't have anybody, as far as I'm aware, who's too well versed in that. I mostly fight, and I take the hits for everybody else when they don't have to.
What does Zeke look like? She's gonna take a double take. Like, what does Zeke look like? Like, actually,
The guy
like
in the photo.
armored and stuff. The chainmail.
It's chained.
Okay. Okay. So he does actually look kind of slightly armored.
The only thing that's slightly different is he's wearing about this stuff, but he's also wearing a blue cloak
Okay.
with the hood down. He does not have the hood up.
And she kind of looks off to the side, and she's remembers. Is that picture really of Ramiel?
Ramiel.
Ramiel?
The only thing that's not there currently is the wings.
But I do have the halo.
Okay.
Yeah, he does have the halo.
And she's like, so you're the one taking all the hits.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want me to be honest, I am probably how do I put this? How do I put this in game terms? In lore, I can probably. I'm probably the healthiest out of everybody here.
That's the one that died.
She genuinely laughs. She's like, I can wholeheartedly believe that.
Other than the little scuffle that Ramiel and I are having for some reason, I have nothing against him. But that's the only trouble we have so far.
She's like,
the two people over there. I'd point to the village of Barovia, due to he who shall not be mentioned.
oh, this is just a village.
Wait, what? Huh?
Did you say village?
More like a
The village of
land,
Barovia.
not really village per se.
I was about to say. Okay. Well, I suppose we're all in the same boat then. You know, if you'd like, I could speak to Ramiel for you.
If
Maybe
you'd like-
figure out why
if you'd
he's
like
so
to try.
hostile.
If you'd like to try, I don't know. It was right when it was right after I blacked out at the death house. He stopped trusting. Raven. I think he trusts me. He follows me a lot. I follow him a lot. Yeah.
She kind of looks at the Raven a little bit, and she's like, "Yes, he does seem like an interesting character." Yes. She kind of stares intently at the Raven. At the crow? Raven?
It's
The
a
Raven.
So, the man with the bird mask, is he... What's his name? I'm assuming this is the Raven.
His name's Raven.
The Raven's name is Raven. Or the crow.
Hold on.
They are.
So my bird kind of speaks up and it goes, he goes, me, Moonin, me. And then he points off.
Moonin.
Yeah, he points off in the other direction towards where Raven is, and mask, Raven.
Ah, well, a pleasure to meet you, Moonin. I didn't realize you, So you're not the leader.
He's gonna start flying over and pecking at you.
Does he actually?
Yes.
He's like, oh god.
Does your pet try to go after it in defense?
Yes, Foxy tries to nip
Alright.
at it, like.
All right.
Slap
So
it.
while that scuffle happens, the guy that you were walking straight up to, Zeke, taps you on the shoulder. Were you the one who wanted more information?
I am. Yes.
So the fire crackles as this Vistani swirls wine. Sorry, the fire crackles from behind you as this Vistani swirls wine in a tin cup. Um, he arches a brow and leans back with a slow, amused sigh. Ah, so that trinket's tale comes full circle. You're not the first to ask, you know. Strange how many people chase after old light in this dark land. Yes. Yes, I remember it. A beautiful thing. Polished. Humming like it wanted to sing. But no blade. Just the hilt. Still, it gave off heat like a sunbeam in winter. Made some of us nervous. He takes a long drink before continuing. We sold it. Not long ago. Some noble-looking man from Vallaki, dressed better than most, with a pouch fat enough to loosen lips. Said he was a collector of curiosities, relics, oddities. The type who locks beautiful things behind glass. Ah, what was his name? He called himself Rictavio? Richter? Reichen? I forget names. But he didn't smell like a man who valued steel. More like secrets. He haggled well. Paid in gold, not questions. He chuckles dryly. He didn't know what he had. Or maybe he knew exactly what it was. He didn't care who saw him take it. Last I heard, he was keeping low in Vallaki. Might still be there. Might be dead in a ditch for all I know. This land eats pride like wolves eat bone. That's all he has to say. Yeah. He says he's in Vallaki.
Do you happen to have a map that I can look at?
I do, but this is my only copy, and the only copy of the camp.
I won't rob you of your only source of navigation. I just need to look at it quick.
Mm-hmm. How am I gonna do?
I think so Raven's kind of listening in through his bird, but he comes over and he goes and signs and says, "Why don't we try to like copy the map, like draw it on a new paper?"
I was going to get to
Well, good sir, that will cost you. The information like this isn't free after all.
So,
Even if it is on the word of the madam.
does he understand sign language?
Oh, I thought you were saying it. Right. Then yes, he also understands sign language.
Oh,
They are traders of information after all.
okay, well that works. He signs and asks how much it would be.
You said this place deals more in information than money, correct?
Correct. Also, to answer your friend's question, a copy of this map would run you 50 gold. Or a favor. After all, we do trade in favors.
I look at Raven.
I'll ask him. Yeah, I'll ask him what the favor is.
Okay.
Also, he's thinking of the favor right now. What were you asking, Doge?
I was gonna look at oh wait, are you talking about the information thing or the
Yes.
or what I was
Trade.
gonna ask Raven?
The information thing.
Oh, I was gonna ask if he wanted information that might save his life, or might not, or just generic information. Because I don't want to give this away for free, but at the same time, I want these people to know about it.
So what are you gonna ask? Sorry.
Which way are you guys coming from? And where are you heading?
Well, we just recently came from Valaki, and where we're headed, well, I don't think that has been decided yet.
Might I suggest avoiding?
You cut out for anybody else? Oh, okay. My internet.
Around the village at the minute.
Yeah, I see. I appreciate.
I know you guys don't like saying that name, but his servant is over there waiting for somebody who is not there anymore.
I thought they're both still over there.
Return, I can offer you two different favors instead of just one. Both will lead you to Valaki. One would be to retrieve a stolen item, and one would be to deliver a message in secret for us. For more description, for the stolen item, one of our own was robbed by a filthy Valaki thug. Bring back her amulet, and the map is yours. Don't care how. And he's actually offering the genuine article, by the way, not just a copy. Though it is a trade map, so it will. For description, he says, "This is a more complete map. It includes landmarks and some secret trails, though unfortunately it is slightly out of date. True maps cost way more. And for the second one, if you can take this to a man in Valaki, you'll know him by the feather in his hat. Say nothing, and you'll never find your way out of the mists again."
Can I ask him what happens if we, like, what will he give us if we do both favors?
Yeah, why don't we just do both?
Well, again, since one of these favors would net you 50 gold, you could have 50 gold again on top of that and the map.
Ooh. We do need money, Raven.
Do we?
Mm.
Well, I guess
we as a party.
Yeah, I could assign to Zika. Like, do you need money?
I mean, if we want to buy things later on, because as much as I wish it was like this all over, it's not, and there are shops that will require us to have currency.
He'll shrug and like just nod.
So one, either or both, or the other or both.
Probably both. Give, and just for clarification, it's just give the man the letter, right?
Yes.
No
Make sure you
questions
do
asked.
not open it.
No opening it, give it to him, and then just walk away?
Correct. Say nothing. You'll know him by the feather in his hat.
Okay. Is there any, like, place he hangs out so that we know?
Unfortunately, this man doesn't like to stay in a single location for too long. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Though I'm sure you could ask around for a man with a feather in his hat, though that might arouse more suspicion than give answers.
Mm-hmm.
Dell kind of
I
walks up after after she after she let's say this whole time while you guys are talking, she's been telling Moonin that he's the leader. You're the leader. You're the leader. So, all right, all right. And then she's finally gotten up and she's like, I'm sorry. You guys are looking for a man with a feathered hat. Why?
Your companions here wanted a map or a copy of it. I offered them the genuine article for either gold or a favor. They decided on favor.
Ah, gold. She's broke. Okay. Okay. Right. So this favor, that finding a man with a feathered hat.
And delivering him this message. Or retrieving a stolen item. Your companions, sir, have decided they want to do both. To get the map and a bit of money.
Okay. Well. Will you be here?
Yes. We are not due to depart for another bit. We still don't have a destination after all.
Good. I think we can find a person. With a feathered hat. Is that really uncommon around here?
It is, actually.
Okay. Well, I'm going off to bed, so you all have a good night. I'm going to retire.
You as well.
So as you go back towards the campfire, you notice that the madam was just talking to Ismark and Irina, though you didn't catch what the conversation was about. And she goes back to her tent.
Oh.
I don't notice
Okay.
because I'm talking.
Yeah,
to
no, you
this
don't
guy.
notice.
She looks at him like, what are their reactions from talking to the lady?
Ismark says, the lady just offered us a fortune each, though we decided to do it after we wake up. Both me and Irina are quite tired after all.
And she's like, she just kind of shrugs, actually, and she's like, well, have a good night. What's your name again? Bismarck?
Ismark, and this is Irina.
Bismarck. And Irina. Well, pleasure to meet you. My name is Dell. And
Pleasure to
she
meet you too.
shakes his hand, I guess. Yes. And she just walks off. I'm gonna say she put her bed right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright.
And she can. What is that? Well, I guess she doesn't have any reason.
I'm getting eepy. We're gonna wrap up soon. Alright, I'll get back to you in a sec. Ramiel, what have you been doing this whole time? Just
I've been pondering.
pondering. Gotcha.
Like,
Pondering.
Alright.
Stoically
Alright.
pondering.
Raven, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna approach Irina and Ismark, and I'll sign to them, and my bird will speak and say, "Can I speak to you guys somewhere over here?"
Does it have to be now, or could it be after we sleep?
It'll be real quick.
Uh, Irina looks over at us, Mark's like, I guess, but make it quick. We were just about to go to sleep.
Say at the campfire. All right, I motion them to follow me. Okay.
Well, we got combined into one. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Good. Anyway, so
Yes.
I'll address them and I go, I don't know who else to tell this to, but just earlier, the morning of the wolf attack, you guys remember?
Mm-hmm.
When we were boarding up the windows, I'm not quite sure what happened, but Zeke ended up hitting me with a hammer. I don't know what else to tell, but I don't want to
Oh.
talk to Ramiel about it because he's already on the fence about Zeke. But I just want to know if you
Oh.
guys noticed anything weird about Zeke.
No, we haven't. I'm sure it was he seems like a kind soul. It was probably just a mistake. Or a slip of the hand.
I'm gonna. This is
Nice.
Hold on, this is a personal roll that I'm gonna make, but
Uh-huh.
I'll just send it to you so that way you can see it.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I guess against really hard judgment, Raven's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this, but don't be too loud about it. Especially since Ramiel already kind of hinted it off, but I don't think Zeke remembers, but he actually died in the death house.
Irina and Ismark look a little shocked at this, but they don't say anything and they keep listening.
Yes, if you remember the story, he said he woke up in a cloth, but at that point he was dead and he randomly started moving, so we were a little shocked ourselves. I don't think he remembers anything that happened.
Oh. And you're sure about this?
Yes, I'm certain he was dead. He had no pulse, and I carried him upstairs. I think it was actually Ramiel carried him. I carried him briefly,
roll-
then Ramiel carried him.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, goodness. I hope they don't go crazy. It's fine, it's a 13.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I see. Well, I don't want to call you a liar because again, I wasn't there. So I will. This information is quite puzzling, but I will keep a lookout.
Yeah, if you
Or
know
if
of
he does
anything
anything-
similar like this happening, please inform me, but I'm quite at a loss for what to do here.
I see. Well, I'm sorry. I have never heard of people coming back. Well, except that priest's son, but I doubt this is anything similar. Doesn't sound like it. Irina's just sitting there, lost in thoughts, but still looking at you.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I think I'll be like, well, that's it.
I
Yeah.
see. Has he done anything else weird other than hitting you once?
No, that was the only time, but I didn't say anything else.
I see. Well, I will keep your words at heart, and I'm sure Irina will too. Irina just looks over at you and gives you a slight nod. Still kind of looks like she's processing this information.
All right, cool. They're gonna be bad guys in the movie.
All right. We will go back to starting to rest, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll wave them off.
Oh, I need a dyslexia. All right. Zeke, what are you doing? This will be the last thing.
I'm mostly
gonna-
just discussing
Oh.
details with this guy.
Don't worry, I'll remember you'll get a thing too. Don't worry. So Zeke, what's up?
I'm mostly just talking to this guy about details about the jobs.
Okay.
After that, I know we've already discussed what they are,
Yes.
but like,
Okay.
yeah, that's
I'm
about
gonna
it.
forget to do this.
What's up, Ramiel?
But I was gonna shout to talk to Zeke in private over here.
Oh.
Sure. If you don't think it'll last too long, sure.
It will probably be a long thing, but I don't know if I'll be able to remember everything that I want to say.
Sure then. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, then. After I'm done with talking to this guy, I just why did it not move there? Oh, there's a fucking what? That was weird. It was saying there was a wall here, and then there wasn't. I guess I
Oh,
walked over to Pez.
Dell's gonna tell her fox to stay up and watch over her.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for any suspicious individuals.
Fox just yips at you. Yeah. Yip.
Yeah,
Anyways.
just sleep on the bag,
Do I
but like
notice any
guarding.
birds snooping around? Rude bird.
Perception. Sure.
Birds with me. It's not really around.
Yeah, listen, that's not what I asked. No, you do not see any birds snooping.
Did you?
Yip.
They really make that noise? I don't think so.
They do
I
yap.
fucking know. I've never had a fox. Alright.
They make yapping
Say to him,
noises, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you swear on everything that you hold dear that you truly know nothing when you are?
I told you everything that happened. I heard a voice. It offered me life in exchange for memories that may or may not be mine. I do not know anything other than that.
You know, this is truly a strange place. Getting lost, waking up in the fog. The death house. And now the village. I didn't think it could truly change a person. I feel like I have not been myself because I am scared of what is to come. And for that, I am sorry.
Oh.
No, redemption arc. No, I'm kidding. Keep going.
I am usually not quick to judge and not quick to point fingers. After hearing those tarot cards as well, maybe it is my job, my journey, to help you and others reclaim what is lost. Maybe you lost something in that death. Maybe it is my job to help you reclaim it.
Where? What?
Because the tarot card said that I should be the light to guide someone's spirit back.
He's talking about his personal reading.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But I don't know. It is strange that you have come back to life without any intervention. So maybe it is my job here, or my fate, to heal you, or to regain what you lost.
I would appreciate that if I've lost anything. It doesn't feel as if I've lost anything. I mean, I point towards like a nearby rock and I lift it up with my psionics. It's a free action because the first time I use that action after a long rest is free. So let me just mark that off. After doing that, after dying, or no, I don't know I died. After waking up after the death house, it feels like I've only gained. Like nothing feels wrong with me, right, Sai? It's just
No.
yeah. Nothing feels different or off, or it's just memories of someone I wasn't, memories that I don't quite have an understanding of at the minute. But through those memories, I have unlocked these. Would I know what they are? These powers. Powers that have helped me get you out of harm's way with the wolves. Helped Raven not take as much damage as he should have. And all around just help others. I don't think it's bad that that happened to me, but also it may not be. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, this is all I know. And
See.
I don't want you to not trust me because we're traveling together. So,
If it is truly you inside, then I'm happy to trust you and maybe even call you my friend.
hooray, hooray! It feels like me. Nothing. You mentioned something about wicked thoughts when I woke up. I haven't had any of those so far. There was one moment where something felt wrong, but then it felt right again. But not in a bad way. If you know what I mean.
I hope that you didn't lose your soul if you have made a pact with something.
Side, does my soul slot still feel full?
Excuse you.
Oh, Who does that?
Does my soul slot feel full?
I,
you said soul slot.
I
You must first meditate, seek within yourself.
Um.
What the hell?
You can just say you don't know.
I don't know what the fuck you're asking.
Your soul slot, duh.
Yeah, my soul slot is it full?
I, as the DM, don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so I, as the DM, cannot answer that question. Does that work? I don't like shit.
I mean,
I don't genuinely don't know what you're asking.
like you know how you have a heart, right?
Yes,
All right, that's your heart slot.
sure.
Is my soul slot full?
I don't feel my
You
heart.
can't. You cannot tell. I'll say it like that.
I-
Then you don't
I
know.
feel fine if that puts you at ease. I don't feel bad.
Listen, as the DM, can you feel your soul slot full right now in real life? Is
Yeah.
that like fuck it, just continue. I don't care. I'm done with this.
GG, well played.
I'm done with this. Alright, I kill you off. You don't have to worry about your soul slot anymore. Like, fuck. Sorry, that I know not to. I know I say I don't want to do out of character, but that threw me so off. I shut up. You go ahead. You're a role play. Jesus Christ.
It feels fine. I don't exactly know what a soul feels like, so but I feel fine. I still have a desire to help people.
Well, if you
I
feel
know-
any out of the place, you know where to find me.
Yep. Also, that lady that was sitting near Ishmark and I and Irina, she would like to travel with us.
Well, Since we've lost one already, I guess it could not hurt.
Oh
To have another.
This guy. This guy, that's so good.
Just some random NPC comes up.
He's just minding his own business. Okay,
It's the sword.
Just walks away, okay? It's just like what's there the entire time.
So,
It's just like, okay, weird.
but anyways, I told her Raven's probably okay with it, but I needed to get at least your. I know you have your differences with me, and I don't exactly know what happened when I fell unconscious that made you distrust me, but I wanted to ask for your opinion before telling her yes, she can just straight up travel with us.
I know this. I have never not really been my true self. I feel like I've changed over this journey for the immense pressure that has happened. I know this. I will not judge you from now on. No point fingers.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm derailing it. Go ahead. Yeah. Ramiel's. Oh, fuck.
Ramiel's on his redemption arc.
Uh-huh.
Go to sleep now. I still have much to ponder and reflect on my actions.
All right. Also, that sun sword or whatever the lady was talking about, it's not here anymore. It got sold. We're going to Valisk. Or Valaki. Valaki, that's the one.
It was to be expected. I mean, this land is constantly playing tricks on us.
Yeah. So we're going to get that back. We're also probably going to come back and get the map, or get a map, because the trader down there who had the sword told us that he'll give us a map if we go to, or if we do a favor for him. But he gave us two options for favors, and one of them is for 50 gold. The other one is for the map. But if we do either or, we will get the map, and then the other one is just extra.
The map would be useful, but gold is probably whatever in these lands.
I mean, sure, but as I told Raven earlier, there are going to be shops that want currency from us that is not information.
But you expect it to be a good price.
And I do, because as Raven said in the last town, it might just be that town, or it could be every town. Actually, no. Irina told us that anybody that gets any kind of silver is selling it at an exorbitant price. And it could mean everything else is also being inflated because of that.
I go into my backpack and twiddle with a powder of soda. Though I dread to sell something such that could be useful like that. It could give us the funds needed for this land.
Anyways, as you said, I'm going to bed. I just wanted to let you know that Dell would like to join us on our journey, and that we are heading to Valaki next. Unless you have somewhere you would like to go.
Home. But
Because,
that
well,
is impossible.
no, home
What
is
the
not impossible
fuck?
now.
He has discovered.
I talked to the fortune teller, and she told us that if we gather all of the items that she told us about, we can go home. Possibly, it will lead us home.
maybe the I need to go pull up my notes. The Amber Temple would be pretty useful.
She
to go
said it
to.
was probably all of them. We need all of them. So we should go, if you want to go to the Amber Temple, I believe we should follow up on the Sun Sword first, because as far as we're aware, the Sun Sword is in Valaki. A noble has it, and we need to
Much
get it
closer.
from What?
Probably it's a lot closer.
Valaki? Yeah,
Wherever-
it's like
wherever the Amber Temple is.
the guy showed me where Valaki is on the map, right? This guy, Sai?
Yes, in the general direction, and he pointed the direction and where it was, but he didn't allow you to make a copy of it yet.
No.
So you do know which path to fall.
I do know
Follow.
where to go.
Sorry,
to
my
get
brain
to
is
Valaki.
offing itself right now. We need I'm not trying to rush you guys' RP, but like my brain is melted right now. So
We will follow up on the temple later on. For now, Valaki, and then a map. Anyways, have a good night, Romeo, as I begin to walk away. Hey, you're coming with us. Sit back down at the fire. Shut the fuck up. No, I wouldn't have woken you up. But anyways.
I don't know. She wanted to start screaming.
It's a long ass name.
Yeah, did you not hear what I said earlier when my character just looked at her blankly and then was like, sure.
Dude, I just blanked out at half of it.
Wait, what?
Anyways, if this is where we're gonna end the session, is this where we're gonna end the session, Ty?
unless anyone has any fucking surprise 30-minute dialogues they want. Sorry, I say that jokingly, Tab. I'm glad you did it. It's just like my brain was turning itself off like 20 minutes ago. I'm sorry. No, like
I wanted to talk to him, but like he was doing stuff every day.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's like, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm glad you did it. Just thank you for letting me know. Just
I mean,
my brain is.
as
going
long
hard.
as the player, it's not I think a character development you really needed to know. It's more, yeah. So it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, it's both. It's character development and stuff that I was. Don't worry, I was listening. It's just words are getting hard to word. Does anyone else have anything to say before I end it?
I do want to do one more thing, but I'll save it for next session.
Yeah, fuck you. Save it for next if you can remember it.
I'll remember it. Don't worry.
Just do it right now. It's probably just the roll for archery practice, is it not?
I mean, if Sai wants to let me do that, that's fine. But it was.
Yeah, you can do a roll right now. Yeah.
What do I roll?
Just a d20. Same as last time. No modifiers. No nothing.
Oh, hold on. Excellent.
It's like that fucking. It's like that.
That's decent.
All right. Noted.
Wait, wasn't last time a dex roll? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't like that it was a dex roll because just I want a normal d20, so don't worry. All right, I'm the DM. All right, I decide things. Fuck you. I am making it easier, but I also don't want it to be based on dex.
Then again.
Yeah. Anyways, and that's it.
I'm done.
Raven, finito.
Actually, can I talk to the lady again? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I want another fortune reading.
Anyways, all right, I'm pausing. All right, you guys are all getting kicked out. Get the fuck out.
Can we wait? Can we do long rest?